Y'all about ready? All right, hold on a minute. Okay, Con. Oh, let me get this one set. Con. All set up.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, we start off by giving all praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
All right, we give double honors to our teachers, apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. All right, salutations to you sincere brothers, faithful and diligently pushing this truth and fear and trembling through the spirit and power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. All right, we're the Hebrew Israelites. All right, the true biblical Israelites. All right, according to the Bible. All right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, and you Israelite foreigners. Okay, who come back to these prospective tribes. Your lineage on your father's side go back to these prospective tribes, all right? Now we know that we're living in the last days, as the scriptures say, in the last days, perilous times shall come, and we're living in those perilous times, man, all right? So we out here to prophesy, as it's written in the scripture, all right, the downfall of Babylon the Great, known as America today, all right? The daughter of Babylon, the virgin daughter of Babylon, all right, spiritually Sodom and Egypt, because it promotes homosexuality, all right, and slavery. So soon, our big brother, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is coming to destroy this place, all right, and deliver a remnant of his people, all right, who live according to his word, all right, and fear his wrath. Everybody else is going to be missile food, man. Left on this planet to be burned with the lake of fire and brimstone, which is going to be America. All right? So we out here today, as the brother always say, to lay the law down according to the Bible, the truth of the Bible, all right? And let you people know, warn you, as we are commanded to do, of the destruction, all right, the calamities, the tribulations that's coming to this place, all right, for our transgressions against the Heavenly Father and His Son. All right, without further ado, we're going to get into the judgment, man. Get Amos 9.
It's Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the simple kingdom.
Go ahead.
And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
Right, this simple kingdom ruled today by the son of perdition, that man of sin, Esau, Edom, all right, chiefly which consists of you so-called self-proclaimed white people, all right? You are the seed of the wicked. You are the son of perdition. You are the man of sin, all right? You are the nation of people that was placed on the earth, all right, who the Lord placed a wicked spirit in to bring forth destruction, all right, upon the planet. Go ahead,
And it said that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord Yahweh.
Jacob, all right, the son of Isaac, all right, which Esau was his twin brother, is who the Lord set up to be the righteous, all right? Brother can get Romans 9, Bible Kushah, all right? Because the Lord deals with both sides of the spectrum, all right? He created good and he created evil. He set up the righteous and he set up the wicked. You can call Job 9, 2, Bible Kushah, Ainah. Go ahead with that Romans.
All right. This is Romans chapter 9, verse 7. It says, neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. That is, they which are the children of the flesh are not the children of the Most High, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
Right, because according to the customs of Israel, the elder is supposed to get the blessings, but it was set up in the spirit all right, via the Heavenly Father for who? Jacob, the younger son, to receive the blessing. All right? Go ahead, bro.
For this is the word of the promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac.
Now, it says no new thing under the sun, right? Now, the same thing that happened with Abraham and Sarah pretty much happened with Isaac and Rebekah. All right, it was prophesied for Isaac to be the seed of the promise.
Right. Ishmael, she had Ishmael first.
Right, Hagar had Ishmael, which was Sarah's handmaid. You got it,
No, I'm saying, because that's how it happened with Esau and Jacob.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's how it happened with Sarah and Abraham.
Abraham. They'll just back you up, bro.
Right. So when the Most High prophesied to Abraham, all right, and Sarah that they would have a son because Sarah was barren, she laughed.
Oh, yeah. Also, because according to the scripture, the firstborn was supposed to get the promise. You know, and that's how it will go in the scripture.
Right. So Ishmael was supposed to receive the blessing, but he was born of the bond woman, which was Hagar the Egyptian. Okay? So the Lord, through the Spirit, does what he wants, man. Whatever he speaks into fruition, all right, comes to life, all right, in our realm, on earth, okay? Because he speaks from the heavens, man, which he've already spoken everything. We're just waiting on it to play out on the side.
I got a quick one just back you up.
Go ahead, Al.
Just back you up.
Go ahead.
This is Romans 9 and 15. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
Paul, read it again.
This is Romans 9 and 15. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
Right. His brother get Malachi.
Yeah, I got that too already.
Go ahead.
Malachi 1 and 2.
Go ahead. Because the Lord, hey, the Lord is racist. All right? When you get through, the word racist means to be for your people, right? It means to be for a particular nation or a race of people, man.
Because if you break down the etymology of the word racist, you know, like you got a musician, they might be a pianist, they might be a piano, and then ist on the end of it, meaning that's their desirable instrument, a pianist. So a racist, you know, they desire a specific race. And that race is Israel when it comes to the Most High. Right?
Got it.
His race is Israel. That's his chosen. That's his favorite.
Yep.
All right?
When you go into that word race, it goes back to Raza, which means gene, okay? So the Lord has a chosen generation, a chosen gene, all right, of people who he bestowed his righteous judgment on, man. All right, to rule the earth with it. Go ahead, Al. Get that Malachi, yeah.
This is Malachi 1, and I'm going to start at 1. The burden of the word of the Lord Yahweh to Israel.
I think I was let's talk about Edom. I think I want the one where it talk about Jacob and Esau. That's it? Okay, come.
I just started at 1.
Okay, come. Okay, come. You can just get straight to the point, huh?
Alright, it say, verse 2, I have loved you, said the Lord Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Yep.
Said the Lord Yahweh. Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountain and his heritage waste for the dragon of the wilderness.
Right.
Because that'll be one of these, you know, people in the world's first excuse. It's like, well, didn't we all come from Abraham?
Yep.
You know, Jacob and Esau, they were brothers, so didn't the Most High love both?
Didn't
Nope.
we all come from Adam?
Yeah, didn't we all come from Adam? Aren't we all one?
Yep.
No. He made a separation. That separation was a promise that was given unto Abraham. And then the promise was that it was going to be unto Isaac. And then the promise was given unto Jacob. And then Malachi just broke it down. Yeah, they were brothers, but Jacob has he loved and Esau has he hated. Plain and simple, man. There's no way around it. And it goes on to, make that clear in the New Testament too. For all you, you so-called Christians, plantation Christianity that want to indoctrinate these other nations into the promise. You know, Galatians talks about it. Romans talks about it. Shit, Revelation talks about the destruction of Esau. Him going into slavery.
The whole book, really, when you get into it, is about Jacob and Esau, the protagonist and the antagonist. See, people don't realize that the Lord is casting these different nations in a role in His movie. Now, in every movie, you have the protagonist, all right, which is the good, and the antagonist, which goes against the good, right? That's Jacob and Esau. The other nations are just extras, okay? Let's get back to Romans, though, Baba Kushab.
Back in Romans chapter 9, verse 11, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High Yahweh, according to election, might stand.
Right, going back to Malachi, where he say he would yet choose Jacob. He hated Esau, he would yet choose Jacob. That's who he elected, all right? The Lord, the Bible is not a book of love in everybody, man. John 3:16 is not the theme to the Bible, man. All right? Which, when you break it down the correct way, it is, because that world that is talking about that the Lord loves is the world of Israel. All right? And then when you go into Psalms, it say He has not dealt so with any other nation, man. Because what makes Israel so great? When you read in Deuteronomy, it tells you what makes Israel so great. The law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord had gave us, all right, was our sign of our wisdom, you know? So the Lord didn't bless Esau with any wisdom except for the wisdom of wickedness. And what does it tell us about the wisdom of wickedness? The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, okay? Go ahead, bro.
Continuing on in verse 11, that the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
So the Lord didn't sit back and watch Jacob and Esau work or hunt or get in any type of activity and see who can do it the best and say, well, I like how he do this, I like how he do that. No, it was His will from the beginning. Matter of fact, the spirit that He put into Jacob and Esau manifest in this world shows us who they are. Because Jacob has a certain mannerism. Because when you read in Genesis the 25th chapter, it say 2 manner of people are in that womb, man.
Before they even came out of the womb.
Before they even came out of the womb.
The angel was like, look, this is what's going to happen, you know? Before they even did anything. Well, really, they're wrestling in the womb, and then he broke it down. He said, look, there's 2 nations in your womb. 2 very diverse people.
Oil and water don't mix. So light and dark, they don't mix. That's why they were rumbling in the womb. So you had the righteous and you had the evil seed. You know, there's 2 that can't get along.
So going back to Amos 9, it said, what? Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, all right? And we know that that man of sin has now been revealed, being Esau Edom, all right? So the reason why the Lord is watching, okay, is because He's always watching. He's watching His movie play out. And it's time for you so-called white people, Esau Edom, according to the Bible, to come out of their power seat. And it's time for wickedness to stop polluting the earth. And it's time for righteousness to heal the earth.
That's right.
What you got? Come on. This is fire.
The Psalms 7 and 11 The Most High judges the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day.
So the Lord is angry with the wicked every day, man. Now the question is, who is the wicked? Let's get Job.
Job 9:24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not, well, and who is he?
So the wicked would be the person who is in control of the earth. What gives you control of the earth? Resources, oil, gold, people. Who controls the minds of the people? Who's in the government positions? The word government means mind control. When you break it down, govern means control. Ment is the prefix of mental, which means mind. So there's a wicked people, all right, that the Lord has given the power of the earth to. But why did he do that? Because the people that he originally set up to rule the earth broke his covenant, all right? They breached the contract, all right, so that the earth could be ruled in righteousness. And he said if we did not keep his word, what would happen in Deuteronomy 28th chapter was that the earth would be given over to these heathens, the other nations, and they shall rule over us, right? But that was only for a time. Because see, the Lord is fair. He allows every nation that he put on the face of the earth to rule, all right, to have the dominion over the earth and over his people for an appointed time and season. Get that Sirach 10, it started like, yeah, come.
All right, this is Sirach 10:3. An unwise king destroyeth his people.
An unwise king destroyed his people.
Via pollution, chemtrails, GMOs,
Abortion,
time. Let's go.
homosexuality, pedophilia, intergalactic war, microchipping,
It's long,
biological warfare. That scripture say that this man's sins has reached into heaven. You got this damn nutcase Elon Musk talking about a lot, right along with Trump, backing them up, talking about nuking hurricanes and planets and shit, man. Now, what type of people, what nation of people on the earth has the mind to do bizarre shit like that? I mean, we not, you know, giving nobody a goddamn calculus or a goddamn, what's that shit, physics test or quantum physics test. I mean, it's simple. You turn on the news, you see who does what crimes, all right? You see who just run up in schools and just start shooting. All right, now Jake wicked too. Jake do wicked shit. But I tell you what, the shit that Jake do that's wicked, 9 times out of 10 is behind trying to obtain some type of resource via money or trying to fight. Jake do wicked shit to try to live a better life. Esau do wicked shit to take life, just for the fun of it. You know? Come on, go ahead, bro.
It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the
Who's
earth.
in authority? You know? Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in authority. It say through the prudence. Prudence is wisdom. So through the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, this unwise king is going to be put out of his miseries. All right? Because the Lord told us to come out here, right, and prophesy against Mount Seir.
Rakatha.
The water. You know? Mount Seir being Esau, Edom. Right? And tell them their judgment. Go ahead, bro. Let's go, because he's going to get into that judgment.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
Woo! Hold on. Now read Job 9:24 again.
Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Now read that back right behind it.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
Lord say do not
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. Okay? So now get Daniel, Bible Shah, 4:17. Come.
Alright, this Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and demand by the word of the Holy One, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and he
break it down,
giveth
Bob.
it to whoever he will, and set it up over the faces of men.
That's plain, man. You know, the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and he give it to whosoever he will. He'll set it up with the basis of men. And that includes the wicked. So the Most High is in control of whoever runs the earth. You know, that's a concept that, you know, these wacky tacky Christians can't understand. That there's no such thing as free will. All right? You know, Isaiah 45:7 talks about how the Most High creates good and evil. He controls the righteous and the wicked. You know, all for its due season.
Light in the darkness.
You know, and the reason why he set up Esau, Edom, and to rule in this kingdom is to, one, punish the Israelites for their iniquities, and then two, so he can have them overdo it, so that we can fulfill the prophecy of putting him into slavery and give him that double cup. All right.
Go ahead, Go ahead, Doc.
This is Jeremiah 20:75. I have made the earth, the man and the beast, woo, that are upon the ground,
Yes, sir.
by my great powers and by my outstretched arm,
Yep.
and have given it unto whom seemed me, woo, unto me.
So you will have these nutcases or these bug outs, they'll come and say, why would the Lord do that? Because the Lord do what the hell he want to do. Go back to Daniel and get verse 4:35. You can't question what the Lord do. And a lot of you can't even get the judgment of the Lord. You can't even understand what's written in this book to play out on the earth. Because the Lord not dealing with everybody. This book, though it's published by the millions, it's not for everybody to pick up and read and get understanding from it. Matter of fact, it's for a lot of you to pick it up and become a stumbling block, to stumble over it, to become more ignorant than you already are. Go ahead.
Said back to Daniel 35.
Daniel 4:35.
It said Daniel 4:35. And all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing.
Are reputed as nothing. Including, and you know what? That's including us. Because the Lord don't need us. He chose us.
It says, oh thy worm, Jacob.
Yeah. So now we are his chosen, and he exalted us, but really we still nothing. And especially in this condition. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you know how Jake think that, they say God. They think God really dealing with him.
Yeah.
But God ain't playing. That's why you gotta be there. You got Yahweh Shah.
Well,
Right? Because the Lord ain't dealing with us personally. No type of level like that, bro. You gotta go through Yahweh Shah. All right? Yahweh Shah take them to Yahweh by a call. Just like the lawyer do to the judge. The lawyer do by a call. All right, to the judge. Same thing out on earth.
right, bro.
And it says, back to Daniel 4:35, and all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing, and he doeth according to his will in the order of heaven and among the inhabitants of the earth, and none can stay in his hand or say unto him, what doest thou?
Yeah. So can't nobody ask the Lord why he do what he do? Who are you to question the creator of heavens and earth? The brother just broke it down in Jeremiah. He made everything. And he made you for a purpose. not for the will that you, not for the will and the purpose that you think you should have with your life, but for His purpose. And guess what? Whatever you're doing with your life, the Lord got you doing it. Hey, and even if you think that that's the best thing that the Lord got for you to do, most likely you're wrong.
Oh, that's right.
Because if you're not a prophet or man of the Lord, that's the best thing that you can be doing.
Hey, it's the best thing I don't heard right now.
Because it say by our faith and our works shall we be saved. Now a lot of you Christians already got a ticket to salvation. I'm trying to figure out what scripture backs that up.
Oh, yeah, I'm already saved.
Yeah, because all you church-going Christians, you already saved. You believe in Jesus Christ. Let's go, Op.
I gotta go.
This Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said Yahweh.
And you know why your thoughts are not His thoughts? Because you people don't read the Bible. A whole lot of you got one, you don't read it, and if you do read it, wisdom is the principal thing. With all thy getting, get understanding. Y'all not getting it. You know why you're not getting it? Because you're not coming to the waters to drink. You drinking from the desert, America. Ain't no water in these churches. The churches in America are synonymous with a cactus in the desert. Now, you might get a little bit of water out of there, but for the most part, your tongue gonna stay dry.
You get water out of there.
Yeah, you can get some water from a cactus once you get around all the goddamn thorns and shit. You can draw a little water out the cactus, you know.
And what does that water do to you? Makes you hallucinate.
Damn shit, they gonna get them to throw that water back up.
They gonna give up trying to get to the ball.
Trying to get to the water. Fuck this shit, I'm just going, you know what I'm saying? You know how Jake is, Jake ain't got no patience.
Done, man. Done. So you looking in all the wrong places for the truth, man. And everybody's so real until it's time for the truth to come out. And then tell me that lie that made me feel better. Tell me those things that I was taught growing up that made me so comfortable with living my life the way I've been living it. Because this, look, I'm gonna tell you something about the judgment of the Lord when He say His ways are not your ways. This Bible will destroy your mindset, man. And first of all, before you can get the judgment of the Lord, your mindset has to be destroyed. Everything that you've been taught has to be completely eradicated out your mind, man. And when you go into the word script, it means to cut. Every one of us standing up here this preaching this word, we have been cut. But guess what? The Lord cut us to build us up and chisel us, to mold us to His way. A lot of you get cut too hard. You ever take a sculptor, he might take a piece of a rock, if he gets started chipping at it and it don't hold good, he have to throw it away and start like, no, I'm chipping, but too much of it falling apart. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened with this word with a lot of you jakes, man. Go ahead, whoever had it ready, go ahead.
This Hebrews
You
4.
should say something too.
Go ahead.
You say when you finish out. Yep, that's with the water, huh?
Hebrews 4:12. For the word of Yahweh Shah is quick and powerful.
That's something that these Christians don't know about. Like I say, this and that, but at the same time, they do the truth about the Bible, they'll be cut. You know, because the word is quick and powerful, man.
And sharper than any two-edged sword.
Why? Because this, when you read the scriptures and tell people the truth according to the scriptures, this is something they gonna think about for the rest of their life, man. They starve for life with this, man. All right, you can heal from a knife being stabbed in the side with your arm. You can heal from that, but you can't heal from these scriptures, man. All right, this gonna forever cut you, man.
Yeah, the only way you can get healed by these scriptures is if you can accept the scriptures.
If you can receive it, because it's not even of you to accept it.
Yeah.
You have to be able to receive it.
Yeah.
And that's up to Yahweh Shimi Hawashah,
Right,
man.
but it's only given to a certain amount
Because
of
every,
to receive.
hey, you can walk, one thing about it, you can call out people and be like, hey, you believe in the Bible? Yeah, they accept it, but they can't receive it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't try to, you know what I'm saying?
Now, you just broke it down.
Yeah.
Basically broke it down how I was explaining.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because shit, I hear you say that, you know, Lord said this, but at the same time, the understanding of it.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't have. People don't have the understanding of the truth.
Yep.
You know, they say the truth sets you free. You know? And they also say you can't do nothing against the truth before.
That's right. That's right.
They say,
Yeah.
for the word of Yahweh Shai is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword.
Hey, the truth hurts.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Stop with every two-edged sword. The truth hurts.
Yeah.
You start really telling somebody about themselves or the truth. Oh yeah, they just crying. Yeah, why you had to tell me out like that? Why you had to do this? You know what I'm saying? But this just going to the scripture though.
Get emotional.
That's the word.
Get emotional.
Yeah.
It said, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and it's a discerner of thoughts and intents of the heart.
Hey, star for life. Yeah, this is like I was watching back in Deer Mansion, California. They had a dude who came out there talking about skydiving. You know what I'm saying? He was calling the most high skydiving, right? The boy got cut so hard that
Skydiving.
yeah, he called him skydiving. He got cut so hard, like 2 weeks later, what he was doing, he came out with his apocrypha. Like he was talking about the word coming so bad that he had to come back out and like y'all was right. Because all I could think about was what the scripture y'all brought out, and he had to do research. When he did a research, he found out that the brother was right. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the truth is. You take like if you starve for life, you got to. You gotta read for yourself. You know?
This is 2 Corinthians 10, and I'll start at 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
Yeah, because we fight with these scriptures.
Those,
You know?
and a stronghold is like, you know, like a military base, like their prime set point, you know?
Hey,
And
you know, it's so crazy. So, go ahead.
Like a stronghold is that image right
Yeah,
there.
the philosophy.
You know,
This world.
that's one stronghold
Yeah.
that's got our people on lock. We cast that down, man. That's discombobulating. You know, verse 5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High.
Right, the wisdom of this world is foolish. And they're trying to put the wisdom of this world above the Bible, man. Above the Yahweh Shah word. Which is can't compare to this, man.
That's why I say that the word is a discerner of thoughts. The Most High, the Most High already know what you're thinking before you think it. And if He really want to tell you something, guess who He's going to use to tell it to you? The men of the Lord. That's why you'll have certain individuals, they'll come up here and they'll ask certain questions. Guess who put the spirit on them to ask those questions? The Lord. Because He already know what you was thinking. And when He got an answer for you, He will give it to you. Now, when you go back to Amos 9 and 8, it said what? The eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful people. So the eyes of the Lord come in two forms, in the celestial and the terrestrial. The eyes on the earth and the eyes in the heavens. All right, we are the eyes of the Lord on the earth. Okay, we work with our brothers, the angels, in the celestial realm, all right, in the heavenly realm, in the fourth dimension, all right, to bring forth the Lord's judgment. So that's why when you people come up, we got answers for you, all right, according to this book, man, which is the judgment of the Lord. And no matter what aspect of life it's about, man, you know, no matter what topic is on in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, we can give you the Lord's answer for it. Not ours, the Lord's.
Hey, you know how we so with the scriptures that when we argue, like, you know, having like a debate, we can debate using the scriptures. It's just probably that using the basketball term. You know, because going back, like Michael Jordan was the only person ever going back to the word Michael. You know, I mean, it was like the archangel Michael, you know, this is what the name means, you know.
Yeah, which Michael in the Hebrew is Michael. I forgot what it means.
So it just basically, you know what I'm saying, using the scripture that our ancestors
Second Corinthians 10:5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High.
Right, because
What's
these
another imagination that Esau pushing the New World Order. All right, and going back to Job, I think the 20th or 30th chapter, it speaks about when he think he can build his belly, then the Lord gonna bring that destruction upon him. You know, so Esau imagine, all right, that he gonna automatic bring in that New World Order, and he gonna succeed. Guess what? The Lord got something planned for you. All right, the New World Order gonna fail, man.
That's right.
Like a American power like that. You know, it was just for a point of time, man, that he set you up. Going back to Job 14:5, man. All right, he set the bound that you cannot pass, man. You know? Go ahead, Al.
And bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai.
Right, being in captivity, being in bondage, man. All right, being what? Closed in. All right? So just for all the thoughts and all the philosophies that Esau he pushed in America, all they gonna get shaved off, man. All right? The Lord gonna cease all that with thermonuclear missiles, man.
That's
But
right.
start with his men first. All right? The hopefully elect, man, out here pushing his word, man. Breaking down the strongholds, man. All right? Open the eyes of the elect so they can see. You know?
Because it doesn't matter what thought it is, you know, any vain imagination, you know, whatever little philosophy they have, it's completely destroyed by this word. Oh, we're all one. All right, well, we'll go into how the Most High only deals with Israel. Oh, well, what about Muhammad? Well, we can go into the prophecies and histories of the Bible to prove that this actually happened, that this is the true accountants of what actually happened. You know, we can use prophecies that have previously happened and that haven't happened yet to show what's going on in the world and showing that it will come to pass. If you can't get it, then it's not for you.
Not for you, Con.
And we can get that in the scriptures too. Because if you want to go on, everybody can be saved. No. So I mean, this word, you know, this annuals every single, you know, private interpretation, man.
Yeah. It's the 1 John 2:20.
You
Unction from all, you know, from the Holy One. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead with that song.
This Psalms 2 and 1. It said, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
Right. So going back to the Corinthians 10:5, casting down the imaginations, all right, of every thing that exalted itself against the Most High. All right. So you got, like a brother was talking about, Muhammad, right? All those religions come out of the Roman Catholic Church, man. Those are imaginations that people sought after to basically put strongholds. Because once you have a person's mind going back to resources, you have a source of power. Once you train a dog, right, you don't have to keep telling him the same thing. He automatically know. You know when what time he gonna eat. You know what time he gonna go for his walk. You know, you don't have to keep beating because you start off with a dog. You get you some newspaper. When he shit in the wrong place, you take him to where you whoop him. Like,
Put a nose in it.
You know. So these different religions, all right, they'll set up, which that word religion means to bind back, man. You go back to religio, means to restrain, you know, stronghold, and that's what's on our people. Which, like I say, everything is 2 and 2, because we always say we don't have religion, but yeah, we do, because we are held back from wickedness. You see, through the grace of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we don't turn to sin. You know, we turn away, we turn back to Him. And guess what keeps us away from sin? Fear. That's the beginning of wisdom. Fearing the Lord. Because when you're on a job, right, if your boss say, if you late 3 times, I'm going to fire you. You're going to fear being late 3 times because you need your job. A lot of you people don't do certain things. A lot of you do. Some of you fear the law. Some of you don't. But guess what the ultimate law is? The law of the Lord. And guess who the ultimate being is to fear? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So the reason why we turn to the Lord and the reason why we held back from doing the shit that you people indulge in, wickedness, that shit being wickedness, is because we fear the wrath of the Lord. Can we get back to Amos 9 and 8, Baba Kashad, and then go on with Zechariah and Zephaniah? This is what we fear, man.
I got a quick precept too.
Go ahead, Al.
Hold on, the phone just went out. Select. This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Oh.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
So when you go back to the analogy of a job, when you go on a job, you got what they call orientation, right? Where they sit you down and they give you the do's and don'ts of this job. They tell you the whole thing, how this operation works. Hey, so if you didn't hear that, and one of the rules was after 5 times being taught it, you get fired. So when you were taught it 5 times, your excuse could be, well, nobody tell that. I didn't have no orientation. Y'all just hired me. But this is not the case with the Lord's judgment. The Lord said, go out and tell the people, whether they hear or forbear, all right? And if they don't get it, they won't have a cloak for their sin. So you won't have an excuse. Like you won't have a pass. I got a pass. I ain't got to get the missiles.
No pass.
Ain't no pass, man. That's why the Lord has given us this period also so the word can go out the whole earth. So every living soul on the earth can hear this word, man. Whether or not you have even an opportunity to be saved or not. Because all you nations don't even have the opportunity. Only the nation of Israel and only the elect of the nation of Israel is going to be saved. Man.
That's right.
Now let's get back to Amos 9 and 8, Baba Kashad. You had your precept?
That was it.
Come. Amos 9 and 8. Okay. You can keep Zechariah.
You got it, man.
Zechariah 13:89. Bring that Amos out one more time first, though, Baba Kashad. Go ahead, bring it. You gonna get it?
No, I got it. It's Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving thou will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord.
So the only people that he say he's not going to destroy is the house of Jacob. Now, what portion of Jacob? Because he said, now that's where you get a lot of confusion because people don't read us fine print. They say he's not going to utterly. He's not going to utterly. That's a very important word. He's not going to utterly destroy Jacob. It's Zechariah 13:8.
Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. They shall say, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is my power.
So when Amos 9 and 8, the Lord says he will not utterly destroy Jacob, that's the only nation that he say he's not going to utterly destroy. And when you read in Zechariah, it say he gonna bring the third part through the fire, and 2/3 of the people gonna be cut off. So this is the chart. This is the pie that the Lord is gonna take out of the earth and destroy. The red part. All right. Now, this gold part and this white part, right? Which the white part is the 144,000, right? The governing body of the nation of Israel, the Lord's chosen. So that's the utter. That's what's gonna be left. And everything else is gonna be utterly destroyed. So when you look at Hosea, it say that Israel is of the sands of the sea, which cannot be counted nor numbered. We outnumber all the other nations on the planet. Even though we're known as the minority, that's the mindset. That's the part of that stronghold on our people. Because do you know, if we all knew that we were the sons of Israel, the sons of Jacob, if all of Israel knew that they were Israel and came together, just by numbers we would rule the planet. Just by numbers we would rule, man. But the stronghold is, oh, you a Negro, you a minority. Oh, you a Mexican, you a minority. So you walk down around with this dumbed down mentality, this peasant mentality, which the brother read, Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And then when we try to tell you the truth, you reject it. That's why the Lord gonna utterly destroy you.
That's right.
I got precept too, I bet.
Go ahead, Al.
This second Ezra 9:22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
It's the multitude, 2/3.
Hey, really?
Let them perish, because they was born in vain.
Which man got what precept is there? Hollow recipe. It's a term used like recipe, but spirit for the body.
Yeah,
The way he called them, the people are just food for the body, but
yeah,
you know, it was 2/3 around people. You know?
yep.
And it said, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made them perfect.
Yep.
Now you talking about who's gonna earn that's gonna be left over in the fire.
That's the
You
elect.
talking about the elect and 1/3 of the nation of Israel.
That's the elect.
That's his plan. That's his grace. All right, that's gonna be kept. You know, kept with what? Instruction. All right, kept with convincing. All right, kept with the commandments. Wash them out. Grace for them, man. All right, the Lord's gonna protect his ears in that day, man.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
I got no.
Hey, you know, y'all know the Lord, so-called black man? According to the Bible. Okay. Good. Good.
I got another real cool guy. You know.
Let them read it while you find out.
This is
This is Ezra too, so this is on point.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9. I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, "For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty."
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. He good, he good, he good, he good. The spirit working, the spirit working, the spirit working, he good. Get Isaiah. Get Isaiah 29:16. Nah.
I got what I was looking for.
Nah.
Couple 16 and 20.
Nah. Get the one where it say, it might be 26:10, where it say, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet they will not learn righteousness.
Isaiah 26:10.
Cut.
Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not love righteousness.
That's the benefits that our people receive, man. The Lord allow you to prosper in certain aspects of life, even though you wicked. And you know what? The more leisure, it's a wisdom coming by leisure. So how much more should you be seeking the Lord if you got millions and billions of dollars and you got all this free time? You know, Like, here you have men that the hardest decision that they got to make is which car they gonna drive when they skate. You see what I'm saying? That's the hardest decision they got to make. How they gonna spend their money. Well, how should they be spending their money? If you're an Israelite, you know what you should be doing. You should be taking all your money and giving it into a ministry, the men of the Lord, and become a help, if you're not a prophet, to push the word. But go back to your point. Go back to where you started it.
I got it.
Now go back, and then you can get it. Go back.
This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had liberty.
Liberty.
And when as yet
Liberty is free time. You got all this free time. See, that's why it tell us about our time. Like how important it is for what we should be doing with our time is giving all diligence to make our calling and election sure. You know? Because how do you, it say buy the truth, sell it not. How do you buy the truth? You go buy a Bible, right? Nope. Because you can get a Bible for free. But that's a step. I mean, we'll say if you can't get one for free, you go buy you one. But the truth ain't gonna just come to you because you buy the Bible or because you got a Bible. You gotta study the Bible. You gotta read it. Okay? You gotta apply it.
Scripture that says, the scripture that says, come and
Buy
buy wine, but not with money.
Yep. Got it.
That other one, where Peter was performing miracles, and the guy that came up to him and asked him, how much does it cost to receive this power?
Now this Isaiah 55 found in what? Ho, everyone that thirsty, come ye to the water, and he that have no money, come ye buy and eat.
Yeah, so if you're thirsty, he says, come and buy and drink and eat, but not with money. So how do you do that? It's an investment. If you don't have money to invest, you do it with your labor. Just like, you know, that term, an indentured servant. If you don't have money to do it, you're gonna serve that time. You know? If you can't come out with that bail, then what do you have to do? You have to go work in the prison to pay off that bail. So if you can't buy this truth, how do you obtain it? Study it, practice it. It's simple.
It said, yeah, come buy wine and milk without money and without price.
Yeah, without money and without Christ. This is a priceless thing, man.
Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread, and you labor for which is satisfied not?
Because people, you know, especially these celebrities, they'll even tell you, man, you know, money doesn't buy happiness. You know, they work and work, but it's kind of vain, man. Solomon tells you that in Ecclesiastes. All is vanity and vexation of spirit. You work all day, but it goes right out the ass, man.
I gotta read quickly.
That was got done.
Proverbs 30 and 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches.
None.
Feed me with food convenient for me.
Yeah, and that food that's convenient for us isn't talking about physical food.
Talking about humble pie.
Yahushua himself said, man shall not eat on bread alone. That's when he was fasting for 40 days and 40 nights.
The Lord want to give you the food that keeps you humble and meek. You know, because if you don't have enough to keep going, then you just give up. And if you have too much, that's when you lose sight of the Lord. That's when you get proud. So it's best to be in that position where You always kept humble. So I say you need that humble pie, man.
That need to know basis.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Where you always gotta depend on the Lord to lead you. You gotta walk by faith. You know?
Going back in 2nd Ezra 9 and 11, it says, and when as yet the place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Yeah. All these people walking by here and riding by here, they despise this, man. You know? This is your opportunity to receive the Lord's salvation, man. If you are Israel, you know? Because that's who it's for. Go ahead, bro.
The same must know it after death by pain.
The same gonna come to the knowledge of this word and this truth by death. A painful death is gonna bring the people to reality of the Lord's judgment. Yeah. They gonna know right before they gonna know right before they give up the ghost. You know, like that last breath. You know what I'm saying? Right before that last breath, the Lord gonna reveal it to them, man.
The scriptures say, they shall know that a prophet has been among them when this comes to pass. Because they can't see it now until it manifests physically in front of them. And by then, that's when they're going to be tasting that pain, man. They're going to know about death. They're going to have to experience it. Because they couldn't see it, you know, with their mind's eye. They didn't have that faith. That faith wasn't given to them to understand it. Verse 13. Therefore, be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
That's what you're supposed to be worried about. You're supposed to be worried about how can you get saved, man. How can you endure to the end? You know, but you know, being in the world, you ain't talking. You talk to maybe this society. The world don't teach you how to seek out the salvation of the Lord, man. All right, but that's what he just said, man. Don't ask what the corner and the flesh is. It's all about the spirit. And the spirit is, hey, how can I be saved? How can I get out of the victory that I'm in, man? All right, how can I make my call and election sure? You know, that's about what? Taking heed to the word.
And going back to that job analogy, you know, you don't show up to a job site and be like, okay, how can I not get fired? You know, how can I do the bare minimum?
Yeah.
And, you know,
To keep my job.
To keep my job. No. You should enter that job saying, how can I strive to be the best?
Hey, Jake had a meme. He say, they pay me just enough to keep coming to work, so I do just enough not to get fired. I said, damn, Jake. Hey, he's right though. That's how it is though. He said, he tell you that in Haggai. You know, the bag of holes. So, you know, he give you just enough. He can pay you more, but if he pays you more, you might, you know, if he really is not paying you more, it's really paying you what you worth, you know. And if you go to work and you actually got paid what you supposed to got paid, you wouldn't work there that long. You'd be more something, right? More boss, you know. You got the nigga revving up his engine, right? Trying to block out the word. But guess what them flames gonna do when his ass get them missiles, man?
That's right.
Every time nigga was revving up his engine, trying to be a demon to block out the word, the Lord gonna remember that. And when them missiles get on his ass, guess what? It's gonna be a special warhead in that motherfucker form, man. These niggas think this is a game, man.
But here it is. Slide by the church and cut the windows down.
Yeah, ride by a goddamn Presbyterian church down here on the block, around the corner, wherever the hell this
Nigga
is.
might cut his motorcycle off and then walk the motherfucker.
Yeah.
And just then crank back up. You know, that's how wicked Jake is. He should have been a Lord out here, man. He gonna ride his motherfucking motorcycle up. All the old ass clothes be doing that, man.
Yeah, you go ahead,
Verse 14. Then answered I and said, I have said before, now speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved.
You just not read that out. You just read
Yep.
that second Ezra 9 chapter. You know?
Which that's where he at. He just read it over. Yeah, he in the same chapter. He just started back. He started up and then read back to it again. You know. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
But the majority of these people, if you ask them if they saved, they say, yeah, I'm saved. I'm saved. I'm good. I'm so glad I'm saved. Get Matthew 24 and 13.
And then you know,
Bible
two-thirds
shot.
should be cut off and die. And it's more women than men. So majority of these women gonna die.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot of women carcasses in the day of the Lord. Go ahead.
Let me finish this last bit. It says, like it as a wave is greater than a drop.
As a wave is greater than a drop. So, you know, you look at the Pacific Ocean and then, you know, take a water bottle and try to get you a little drop out of it. That's how many people gonna be saved. Then you get through,
That big ass wave coming.
throw it in the ocean. The Lord just gonna take his drop out and everything else gonna be burnt up utterly, man. Go ahead, bro.
Matthew 24 and 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
He that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So we obviously not at the end yet. You know? The Lord ain't came back. You still got faggots running rapidly. You still got all manner of abominations being done. Because the Lord say when he come back, if you get caught eating swine flesh, get Isaiah 66. If the Lord come back, basically, and then really what it's saying, if the Lord catch you come back and you're not rehearsing the righteous acts, all right? You're not living out his law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, you're gonna be destroyed. So if he catch you eating swine and crabs and all that, if you come back and you still doing that, you still indulging in all these abominations, you're gonna be destroyed. Go ahead,
Jump down to 42. They said, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord do come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known that what watch the thief will come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
Yeah, because if you knew that somebody was coming to break in your house and steal all your goods, you knew exactly what time they were coming. Or even if you knew exactly what night they was coming, it didn't have to be what time. You knew they was coming on this day, this day. You gonna call on it? Yeah. They ain't gonna make it today. Wait on this nigga. Wait on this nigga. Because you had that happen August 29th, supposed to have been a day where schools were supposed to got shot up in Little Rock, Arkansas, somewhere, I believe. It was a word that got put out that the schools was gonna get shot up. So a lot of the parents was taking their children out of the schools, you know? And you can't escape the judgment of the Lord, man. You know, no matter which way you try to walk around it, get away from it, it's coming, man. You know, hey, we out here. It's over. Go ahead, bro.
It said 44, therefore be ye also ready,
Therefore, be ready. Go ahead.
for in such an hour as ye think
Very
not,
good. For such an hour that ye think not,
the Son of Man coming.
which we in that time now. The Lord on the way back, man.
That's right.
We're approaching that hour. And y'all gonna be looking for him. Except I know y'all ain't gonna, y'all gonna be looking for him. You're gonna be looking for the wrong suspect.
You got one about that hour.
And he come back, damn. Whew. Man, I don't even wanna go. I don't even wanna go. Like, if he come back, if he come back, I don't even wanna go.
You sound like Peter Parker.
What that was?
Hey, leave me here, goddamn. Hey, I got a quick about that hour.
Let him make his point. All right?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say we're gonna sound like Spider-Man when he got Thanos snapped. I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Yeah. You got like a baby boy trying to skip school.
I tell you.
This a rock. Ecclesiastes 11 and 27. The affliction of an hour making a man forget pleasure. And in his end, his deeds shall be discovered.
It say the affliction of an hour. You gonna forget.
Make
Read
a man
it
forget
again.
pleasure.
Read it again, Al. Read it again, Al.
This Ecclesiastes on Sirach 11 and 27. The affliction of an hour making a man forget pleasure. And in his end, his deeds shall be discovered. Woo!
That's just two. That's two hitters in one. You know what I'm saying?
In the end, your deeds gonna be discovered.
And what?
And it said,
And it's gonna be discovered unto him.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
when you start catching all the hell, it's coming on this place. It's coming to this place. When you start catching it and famine comes, you looking for food, RFID chip, forced to take it. Damn, what's going on? Pestilence, all kind of shit happening. You like, damn, why am I caught up in this? Martial law, you get caught up in a concentration camp. You know, everything gonna be discovered. You're gonna start thinking about all the wickedness that you've been doing. All the times where you should have been adhering to the word,
Trying to repent.
trying to repent. You was out here being a whore. You know,
that's what that first part of the scripture was saying. When you're afflicted, there's no remembrance of pleasures. So all the good time memories, they go away, man.
Yup.
You're not thinking about that.
Yo, or like when you sick, for example. Shit, you ain't thinking about going outside and playing and shit, you know?
hell nah.
Like, this is what's going to happen doing, like, Jacob Trouble, man.
Oh.
You ain't going to worry about driving your new Bugatti or something, man. You know?
Yeah, you trying to see, you trying to find a safe place, man.
Yeah.
You know, for you and your
Trying to
family.
find,
that
yeah,
day.
you gonna try to find, protect your family or something, you know?
That's
Find
how Jake
food
is
with them.
doing the world. Like when Jake get locked up, shit, all the good time, they ain't worried about that shit. They trying to get about that situation.
Hey, and on the flip side of that, the scriptures also talk about when you're doing good, you forget about the times that you were afflicted. You know? So when the men of the Lord are being set straight in that day, we're going to have abundance. The servants of the Lord are going to be eating and having abundance. We're not going to be, like Romans 8 and 18 says. If you want to grab that real quick. Because the scriptures say it better than I can. So
This Romans 8 and 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
and that's plain, man. All this suffering that, the men of the Lord go through week in and week out, it's not worthy to be compared to what the glory that's going to be revealed in us. We're not going to be in the kingdom here and be talking to Yahweh Shai thinking that, hey man, I think I got short-checked. I kind of went through a lot. Can I get this? No, we're not going to be thinking that at all. We're going to be surprised that we even, got half of this.
We're doing Jacob Trouble, man. And we all got to go through that fire, Everybody got to, at least through much tribulation, we should enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
Yeah, but Yahweh Shah said it best though. Of himself likewise in the same manner.
Right.
We're with them, Paul.
But we're still going to be rejoicing in that time. Because it's coming to pass, Call on the Lord, Yahweh Shai in that day,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In that day, all our afflictions gonna be gone, man. We gonna be praising in that day because what the scripture had told us when we've been reading, coming out here teaching, hey, it's gonna be actually in play.
Yeah.
So our praise gonna be given unto God by Shemaiah. We're gonna be in the midst, man. We're gonna be in the midst of that time.
Jacob Trouble really not. Jacob, I'm not gonna say it's not for us, but it's for us to be the glory to be revealed, like it just read, the glory to be revealed in us during the time of Jacob's trouble is gonna show. Because like he said, his servants are gonna eat. That's a glorious thing for it to be a group of men eating in the time of a famine.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, why these men not, what's, like, he don't even look hungry. He still, look look healthy.
Like how Shah was on the ship.
Yeah.
It's going down on the river. He cooling, but everybody else panicking.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing.
Everybody gonna be
panicking
running
around them.
wild,
It's gonna be good.
running rapid.
Yeah.
We gonna be smiling, grinning.
Yeah.
Allah, how about Shimi, how about we gonna be screaming, rejoicing.
It says, thou shalt fall in thy right hand, and thou shalt left thee. Then it say on Jeremiah 30 and 7, and he shall be saved out of it.
Hey, about the elect.
That's
man.
the elect, man.
That's what I'm saying. That day we're gonna be in the midst of it, man. So the scripture, like he said, don't tear away from it. Because that's the vision, the simple point of time. That's gonna happen, man.
Yes,
Time
it
we
is.
living in, man. This the greatest time ever in history, man.
That's
We're
right.
living in right now, man. You know?
Go ahead, I go let read speak.
Alright, this Luke 1:68. Bless the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people,
Hey,
and
that's
have
what-
raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David,
Yeah.
as he spake by his mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us.
That's a good summary, man. That's a good summary of the whole scripture.
Said from the beginning, you get Jeremiah. You got something?
I got something behind
I
it.
get
I
Jeremiah
got something
1.
behind
They go right with it.
This second half is 2:27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble in heaven is coming, others shall weep and be sorrowful. But thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
We'll be married. We're gonna be laughing. We're gonna be in good spirits.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna be all down and they say, that's all you like. Blue is not your color.
Continue. He say, verse 28, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, said the Lord.
Right, because they envy us now. They despise this word now. But guess what? The Lord said his word not going to return unto him void. So these words that we speaking that they not adhering to, all right, they got their eyes so bucked and mind stirred up, but yet still unable to come to the knowledge of this being the truth. In the day when their calamities come upon them, all right, they're going to envy us even more. Because that means the whole time what we were saying was true. And they didn't have any concern for it. Go ahead, bro.
It say, verse 30, verse 29, it said, my hands shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell.
The Lord's hands is his angels, man. And we're gonna be getting guided to storehouses. It's people now that got storage full of food, canned goods, all kind of shit, man. And guess why it's there? For the Lord's elect, man. Like, we ain't gotta do none of that. We ain't gotta be doing no damn doomsday prepping and shit, man. We prepping right now.
That's right.
Yeah,
This the food and the water right here. This is what we storing up, man.
yeah.
Hey, because we want the glory of the Lord to shine.
Right, bro.
Because if we was to store that shit up, right, and be doomsday prepping, that'd be like of us. Like, oh man, I'm glad we did that.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad we just kept coming out here doing the Lord's bidding and having faith.
It's another thing too. We may not be able. We may never, find, a storage cabinet like that.
Yeah, it might not be that scenario.
But it might be the Most High gives us spiritual powers. Make a handful of fish and bread to feed, you know, a multitude.
Yeah, because we gonna get spiritual powers in that day too, man.
And-
brothers gonna have miraculous encounters. You know?
The Lord said that we're gonna do greater works than Him.
Yeah.
And you know, miracles don't come by, you know, practicing spiritual powers. Like we don't, you know, break from camp, you know, go into our houses, you know, start doing some
Nah. It ain't no left hand witchcraft going on over here, nothing like that.
None, because Howard Shah, whenever he performed a miracle, he would always say, by your faith, it is done. It's done by your belief. So we don't have any faith in doing, you know, some kind of like kung fu stance to get spiritual power.
Yeah, like trying to bring forth some type of cheat.
Yeah.
Like trying to be like Goku and shit.
Trying to take power up herbs and stuff. No, man.
It's spiritual, man.
Yeah, we know that all power comes through the spirit of power of Yahweh Shema Shah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why we're out here. Because we know the scriptures that one day it's going to be given to us. We can't prove it.
Also the knowledge, man. The knowledge of even within the dietary laws, not to cut you off, even within the dietary laws, you can eat locusts, grasshoppers, beetles. Hey, they gonna be looking at us stupid. We're gonna be watching them eat bullshit, eating their babies.
Yeah.
You eating your babies, I'm eating locusts.
Lawful.
You going off, you destroying yourself and your child. I'm living. I'm happy about this grasshopper right here.
Yeah.
John the Baptist, it said that he ate locusts and wore goat's fur. You know? That's basically what the Gadites did. You know, because people trip out about wearing goat's fur. That's all that is, you know, cutting up an animal and using it as like as a coat. You know?
Because they did it back then, though. Like, you know, back then in the early hundreds,
Yeah, the fur trade and all that. I mean, shit, you still have coats made out of certain animals. You got leather coats that's made out of cows. But Jake just don't think, like, it didn't come out of Walmart, so it's weird.
skin boot, alligator boot, belts, you know, made out of animals. All right, go ahead, cuz I had Jeremiah make up. Go ahead.
Go ahead, get this Jeremiah.
Hey, you read that precept again?
Come.
1 and 6 to 8.
This Luke 1 and 68. Blessed be Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up a horn of salvation
What's
for
your Yahweh
us.
Shah? Yahweh Shah is not going to salvation. That all represent power.
Notice the possessive pronoun.
Just thinking that out.
His people,
Right.
not all people. His people. Who is his people? Go ahead.
In the house of his servant David, and he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Right, see, what's been since the world began. All right? And I got a precept to back it up.
So why ain't your pastors in your churches prophesying?
Right.
Because it said the Lord prophets has been since the world began.
Oh, okay, good. See what I got here? See what I'm doing already?
It's Jeremiah 1 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I have ordained thee a prophet unto the nation.
Because they not ordained. That's the answer. The reason why your pastors in the churches not prophesying, because they not ordained, man. They're not telling you the judgment coming to this place. They're too busy trying to tell you that you press down, shake it together, and run it over and drop it in their collection plate. You're going to get an increase, man. And you dummies believe that. With the increase you're going to get is your eyes going to get bigger every time he pull up in that new up-to-date Mercedes-Benz or Bentley, and his house get another story, or he put on another pair of $20,000 Yeezys or whatever, whatnot, man. You know? So at the end of the day, man, if you're not prophesying, you're not doing the bidding of the Lord, man. All those motivational speeches, you know, that's going, hey, look, All that's gonna do is further push your condemnation, man. Because really, we ain't supposed to be that motivated about this place. You know? The only motivation we're supposed to have is in the new kingdom, the new heaven and the new earth to come. The only motivation we're supposed to have about this place is that it's going to be destroyed.
Right.
It's that intercontinental ballistic missiles is going to blow this place, all right, and cleanse this place from all this wickedness, man. That's what we're looking forward to, man. You know, everybody looking for the next best event. Half these people down here went to a cigar festival, another abomination, right? Where you blow all this smoke in the air. Well, I'm looking for the next big event where there's gonna be so much smoke that you can't even breathe.
He's right.
Hey, going back to what he was saying, in your distress, you ain't worried about pleasure. So it's gonna be so much smoke, you ain't gonna be thinking about no goddamn cigar. You know how Jake smoke, right? If I'm an ex-smoker, so I know how it works. Jake will smoke, and not just Jake, the heathens too. They could be the just smoke, and then if somebody else come around and start smoking, they'll smoke again. Like it's kind of like a
Secondhand smoke.
no, not secondhand smoke. Is like when you smoking
Like
and
second
somebody around
nature.
you not smoking and somebody inhaling your smoke. I'm talking about when you can be the just finish a cigarette or cigar, and then somebody else will come around, pat they pack, open up another one. Shit, you be like, shit, let me find me another one up too. But in that day, all that smoke gonna be coming from them impact of the missiles and the bomb. You ain't gonna think about no goddamn cigarette. Hey, you know what? Jake smoke cause he get jittery and nervous and shit. You ain't gonna be thinking about no cigarette that day, brother. It's gonna be a whole nother feeling.
What is good to say? They get their pleasure.
That's what I was just saying. That's one pleasure you ain't gonna think about.
And then 1 hour, that's to show you that how God can be stored in 1 hour. He said in 1 hour, it take man to get their pleasure, man. They're talking about men and women. They're not just talking about men and women.
Yeah, but when they hear about them missiles being deployed from Russia, you got T-minus 59 minutes. You ain't gonna be thinking about your pleasure.
Yeah, 30 minutes for the missile to get over there. Really?
Go ahead, Op.
Is the Peabody down here or is it over on the other side?
There you go. You're going the right way.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
They're gonna be quick, huh? America gonna be destroyed in 1 hour. It take 30 minutes for the missile to get over there. What was it gonna do?
But really, it's gonna be destroyed in 30 minutes.
That is exactly.
200 million missiles.
200 million missiles, man.
All right, this is Isaiah 34:9. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever, from generation to generation. It shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever.
So that means America gonna be one big desert. You know, ain't nobody's ever going to inherit. America will never be inhabited again, man.
Yes, sir.
That shit still gonna be smoking for generations. You know, gonna like, damn, that mother still smoking. Shit. You're like, woo.
Hey, you know how you like that barbecue grill up? You get a good fire on that thing, that motherfucker smoke all night. Yeah.
America, a big pit, man.
Yeah,
A big smoke pit, man.
It said it wouldn't be quenched. Because, you know, like, when you throw water on it, you know, a bunch of smoke will rise up and then it'll go away after a while. But the fire isn't going to be quenched, man. It's just going to be burning continually. Just smoke.
Man.
Like a chimney, bro.
Woo.
What type of fire that is? Try to put water in it.
Oh, a grease fire.
Grease fire.
It make it worse.
Make it work.
Hey,
Hey, that's what it's gonna be, a grease fire. Because gonna have fire, brimstone. You're gonna have all the inhabitants, everything. The oil is gonna be burnt. It's gonna be the elements. Gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a grease fire, man.
And chemical fires are the same way. Some chemical fires, if you throw water on it, it might make it worse.
I got one. Going back to
It says, 2nd Ezra 16 and start at 1. Woe be to the Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves in cloth and sacks, and her bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Your brother gets Zephaniah 1.
A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Or what?
A sword.
A sword is sent upon you. That's talking about them intercontinental ballistic missiles. Yeah. Hey, they there. Come on, we ain't making this up. We didn't come up with the terminology intercontinental ballistic missiles. You know, it's already set. Come on, man. They make, hey, what that scripture say? Beat your into plowshares. Yeah, that's what they doing every day, man. Every day, these nations are investing into missiles. You know, that's what they invest because that's like the #1 weapon of mass destruction. That's the chief weapon of mass destruction right now. So whoever has the most powerful forms of mass destruction, all right, they have in their mind anyway, they have the power. Because really it ain't gonna really matter who got the most. At the end of the day, all of them gonna be shot on America. You know, because really America got more. Russia got more powerful. But the thing, the gap, see the reason why America ain't just, what you say, start flexing and just start shooting shit is because it don't have the resources like Russia do. See, America is consumers. China and them nations over there, they producers, man. That's why Russia doing this bidding with China. And they backing out of the alliance with America, man, to destroy it. America got all this oil, but it don't have enough reserve because it consumes so much of it. Now you got Russia and China; those nations are more reserved. They have a bigger reserve and they don't consume as much. So you can have all the apparatus and jets and tanks and all that you want, and you ain't got the resources to put them all to flight and put them all to use. It's worthless.
And on top of that, you have a shot coverage to all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's all it is.
That's what he said. He said,
Come and gather all the
no, he said, I come to send fire on earth, and what will I if it all be already killed?
I was thinking of the scripture that said, gather all the weapons of war and like burn it in the, it shall be as fuel in the fire.
Oh yeah, he gonna take all those tanks and jets. He gonna take all those and burn them up. Ain't gonna be no more sword. Ain't gonna be no more tanks and ain't gonna be no more guns and M16s and that shit finna, that's gonna be out. And in the new world, a gun, what? A who? Nah.
That back here, got them swords.
Hey, only guns we gonna have gonna be these new bodies the Lord gonna.
Hey, man, well, goddamn it.
It's gonna be the only guns, bro. They're gonna be natural. We ain't gonna be no weights. Like what? Weights.
Push-ups.
Push-ups.
It's gonna be like Popeye after he eats that
He's a
spinach.
spinach.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have muscles on top of muscles.
That feathered look, you know? Skin tight muscle.
Esau going to be scrawny as hell. Working all day, can't get no muscle. Nah, he ain't going to get no muscle. He going to be scrawny as hell. He going to be walking on fours and shit.
Say you read that Zephaniah.
One. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can start at the top. Look, the verse 14. We'll get precept in the going of it, you know.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 1. The word of the Lord, which came unto Zephaniah, the son of Cushai, the son of Gedaliah, the son of Amariah, the son of Hezekiah, in the days of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah. I will utterly consume all things from off the land, saith the Lord.
Read that one again.
I will utterly consume all things from off the land, saith the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
Read it one more time, kind of loud and powerful.
I will utterly consume all things from off the land, saith the Lord. I will consume man and beast. I will consume the fowls of the heaven and the fishes of the sea and the stumbling blocks with the wicked. And I will cut off man from off the land, saith the Lord, Yahweh.
Now, who else did he tell this same scenario to? I think this happened before. No, I think this happened before. I think he told Noah that he was going to utterly destroy man and beast. You know? He told Noah the same thing, man. And then in the New Testament, I can't recall what the scripture is, but it say it shall be as of the days of Noah. Matthew 24.
Let me get it.
Come. So, as we are here telling you what the Lord say, we just doing the same thing Noah was doing to y'all. Telling y'all what the Lord said he gonna do. And then nobody believed that this was gonna happen. You know, they saw Noah building this big, massive ark. You know, prophesied 100 plus years. Oh, still building the ark. He ain't don't stop building the ark now.
Rain.
And just like he was talking about rain destroying the earth,
Right.
we out here talking about the missiles that's going to destroy the earth. And guess what? Y'all didn't believe then, y'all don't believe now.
They said the days of Noah, as it's gonna be, you know, in this time. Same thing. You got out.
So you say, well, where is it? So Noah had an ark. How we gonna get out of here? The chariot.
Right.
Missy Elliott just put on a big display at the MTV Awards.
I gotta watch that job.
And guess what? That's all it's gonna be for you. This is gonna be a display. You're gonna be looking like, damn, I wish I could do that.
What's that? That's Wisdom of Solomon.
Yeah, come on. What you talking about?
They shall be amazed at the strangeness.
Yeah, we just saw the 5-1.
Matthew 24:31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
How you gonna do that? By the chariots, man. And it's, like I say, it's gonna be a big display. Just like we being made a spectacle unto y'all now, standing on the earth, we're gonna be made a spectacle unto y'all when we being beamed up into them chariots.
We are the world.
It say,
We are the children.
we'll get straight to the point. It say, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. But as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
So yeah, you're gonna have that same we are the world spirit when the Lord come back. Your stupid ass gonna be standing on the ground
Saying we are.
and missiles gonna be hitting the earth. And you gonna be wishing you was a part of the world of the Lord. Because you are of the world of the wicked. So, you know, shits and giggles, hee-hees and ha-has.
It said,
Just to make a quick point, that was an Ephraimite, man. Because the scriptures say Ephraim is like a silly dove. Carried away.
Right? You gotta ask him like
It says like Ephraim is a silly dove carried away unto dumb idols. No, because Ephraim is into that shit, man. Like you know, a lot of northern tribes they got their like idols and shit, but Ephraim takes it to the whole nother level, man.
Hey, and what was he doing? He was streaming for social media. Instagram, Facebook, them shits is idols, man. Them idols, man. People, because you know what an idol is anything that you commit yourself to more than the Lord. This social media shit is one of the biggest idols on the earth, man. People can't take nothing serious. Everything's a fucking joke, man. So while he laughing and bullshitting, talking about we are the world, yeah, you are the world. You're the world that's reserved for the judgment of the Lord. And get Isaiah 66 real quick so they can see what the judgment of the Lord is. Bible shot.
Yeah, I read. I got y'all.
Because it's like if the Lord can't plead with you now through us, he got a way that he gonna plead with you. Because this the Lord's mercy right here, man. But you take it for a game and a thing of a joke.
Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord would come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
It say the Lord gonna come with fire and his chariots like a whirlwind. Go ahead, bro.
To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
To render his anger and his fury and rebuke with flames of fire. That's how he coming. Go ahead, bro.
It said, for by,
They ain't never heard that in church.
No.
it said, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Right.
And that word render means to tear. So he says he's gonna tear up his anger and fury.
He said he gonna plead with our flesh.
That's how he gonna plead with you with fire and a sword. That's how he gonna plead with you.
You don't want that, man.
You know when you was young, me, I can speak on this. I used to get a lot of whippings. Used to get my ass whipped. And after mama told me the nice way not to do it, she came in there with the belt or the switch or extension cord, and it was a point, it was whatever she could find. Okay, so since you don't want to listen word of mouth, the Lord gonna get physical, man.
Jeremiah 25:33. And the slain of the Lord shall be in that day from one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth.
Yeah, it don't matter if the earth in your mind is flat or round. You can make it a square, you make it a sphere, however you want it. Which we know it's round, we know it's a sphere. I'm just speaking to you, you crazed out minded people. Whatever end you are on the earth, you're gonna see dead bodies. If you not them dead bodies, you are the elect. We gonna see them, man.
It said,
And you might see them, and then later on become a part of it.
it say, that should not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. That should be dung upon the ground.
That should be dung upon the ground. That's what I work in. I work in the dung business. I pick up dung 5 days a week. You know? But I ain't gonna be picking up no dung in that day. Yahweh Ratazah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be a part of the dung at that day.
He said, neither they would be buried. So it's just gonna be bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies. You know?
You know, hey, and that's something the Lord doing, man. You know, because the Lord killed and make alive, you know. He wounded, he healed. Hey, man, the Lord gonna get down there that day, man. For that nigga right there, man, that Ephraimite, man, just hope the Lord just kill his ass down, man. Because they think it's a joke, man. They don't, hey, his hands are still stretched out still, you know. According to Proverbs, you know, the 4th chapter, man. But they don't want to come back to the true power, man.
And I got the limitation too out.
Go ahead,
Out
man.
in Bayou, you know what I mean? Limitation. Limitation. Go ahead.
Alright. Zephaniah 1 and 4. I will also stretch out mine hand upon Judah and upon all the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Right, because when the Lord come back, it's first things first, man. First things first is Ephraim, Judah. Alright? First things first is his people. Because he said he's coming. Now the whole reason he came was to redeem his people from their sins. But when he came the first time around, who was the one who sent them up to be crucified? His own people. So when he come back, yeah, he gonna get the ones that pierced his side, which wasn't his people. But that's gonna be after he get his people. He say judgment gonna begin at the house of the Lord, man. Go ahead, Op.
It's 1 Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what should the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
Yeah, because ultimately, it's all about Israel. And the earth and its condition is all because of Israel. Everything that's going on, the Lord did it for us. You know, or because of us. But ultimately, it was for his will. Because everything's still for his will. But we are a part of a greater purpose for his will to be carried out on the earth, man, starting with your house shop. That's it. Go ahead, Bob.
It says, and I will cut off the remnant of Baal from this place.
Baal. Now, when you go into those them chemtrails, right? It's barium and aluminum that they be spraying out. Those chemical elements in the periodic table is BaAl. So the spirit of Baal is all over this place, man. You know? Go ahead, Op.
It says, in the name of the Chemarims with the priests, and them that...
Chimerums. I have to look that up. Go ahead, though.
It says, and them that worship the host of heaven upon the housetops, and them that worship and that swear by the Lord, and that swear by Malcolm, and them that are turned back from the Lord, those that have not sought the Lord nor inquired of him.
Yep.
Hold
all you walk-bys, all you jakes that just walk by and don't even ask no questions. Matter of fact, all you jakes that some of you jakes know us and act like you don't know us and keep walking. Guess what's gonna happen to you niggas in that day? We gonna beam right up, right beside you.
I'm looking at it.
Oh, now you know me, huh? Yeah. It's all good.
The scriptures say they shall be willing in the day of thy power.
They shall be willing in the day of thy power, man. Which the power that you supposed to have, the Lord gonna put it on display before you. He gonna show you who he chose to give it to. Since you didn't want it. Do it say he came after his own sought him not? Go ahead, bro.
It says, and it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice. It shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes.
Can't nobody tell them nothing. We can't tell y'all nothing, man. That's the reason why that song #1 hit, man. Hey, not to just be bragging on myself or nothing like that, not to boast. It ain't no boasting thing. I said that song gonna be the #1 song because the song is saying, can't nobody tell me nothing. But guess what? Isaiah 66 say different. The Lord God, he gonna tell you. He know how to tell you. You know, you had that parent. You know, you had that parent. You growing up in the world.
I know you got lotion bro.
That you was just scared the hell of. Like, you might play with mama. You might play with auntie. But you don't play with grandma. When grandma tell you to do the same shit that mama told you not to do, you don't do it. So, you know, you ain't gotta listen to us. The Lord gonna get what he wants done. Hey, talk to this speaker up here, bro. Let's see you somewhere, man. Like, I ain't no telling, man. You had some questions, man. You come up, man. You ain't gotta be in no sideshow, man. You can ask these good questions, man. We got answers for you, the best. Yeah. See, the answer was right here in the front the whole time.
I see you got a Jamaica shirt on. Are you so-called Jamaican?
Jamaican. The dad was Jamaican.
Yeah, Benjamin.
Yeah. According to the Bible, he's from the tribe of Benjamin.
One of the smallest tribes in the small tribes. Okay.
Well, it was the youngest. Yeah, Benjamin is the youngest son of Jacob.
Yeah, but it was the smallest too.
Yeah.
Judah and Benjamin, so it's smaller. Alright, so what makes this beyond the other religion?
It's not. It's per se. It's not a religion. It's not a religion. It's just. This is the inheritance of these. This Bible was written for these people. These people on this sign is who the Bible was written for.
But 12 tribes will all lead to Jesus. You have Jesus as the devil. Why is that?
Because that's not Jesus.
Well, I mean, out of that man.
But you said we got Jesus as the devil.
I mean, I'm telling you, the picture man. Check him out right now.
But you see, read the sign. Let him read the sign. Read the sign.
I can see. He grew up in that region. So he.
Read the sign, bro.
Yeah, I see.
It say this. We gotta read the fine print.
Right.
This image is not biblical.
Oh, right, correct. All right.
Right. So correct. we don't got horns on Jesus. We got horns on the deceiver who put this image up and said that this is the depiction of the Lord.
Right.
This
This the real image of so-called Jesus Christ.
That's the accurate depiction of it. That's an accurate depiction of the Lord.
So what's the connection with the 12 tribes of Israel? Why you just saying this is what we're all descended from?
Not all. It's just you are. Everybody not descended from the 12 tribes of Israel. You had 18. You know about the table of nations in Genesis the 10th chapter. You had 18 nations on the face of the earth today, right? Israel came out of Shem, right? Noah had 3 sons.
Right, that's correct. That's right.
Ham, Shem, and Japheth.
Right, correct.
So you got nations that came out of Ham,
Right.
nations that came out of Shem, and nations that came out of Japheth.
Right, correct.
Which nation did the Lord choose as his chosen people? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right?
Correct.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob go back to Shem, right? So Israel was the last nation to become a nation.
Right, but out of the tribe leading Jesus was Benjamin and Judah. So
no, just Judah. But Judah is the top tribe
Right.
of the 12 tribes.
Right. I got it.
It tell you that the scepter will never depart from Judah.
That's correct.
And it tell you that the Lord sprang out of Judah. So the Lord line, his lineage, right? He was born, his father was Joseph, right?
But you got
His father was
from his
Joseph.
father, but you're talking about his mother. You got mother and father.
No, but his father was Joseph, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you go to Matthew, though, you go see this.
All right.
You got two
So
different
he
you got one trait.
So Mary know who her baby daddy was, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely.
I thought there was gonna be a stumbling block for her. He got it though. He got it though.
The lineage come from the mother.
No. He's not saying that. He's not saying that. He's saying that Mary's lineage go back to Judah too. Yeah, Mary's lineage is in Luke the 3rd chapter. But
You got two traits. You got married and
yeah, both of them come out of Judah. Yeah, both of them come out of Judah. But Mary's lineage go back to Nathan, and Joseph's lineage go back to Solomon. So get Revelation 19:10. Your
Revelation-
first question. This is the answer to your first question.
Right here. Revelation 19:10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not.
And this is the angel talking to John the Divine or John the Revelator. All right.
It said, I am their fellow servant and of their brethren that have the testimony of your,
Yeah, read it verbatim.
okay, I am their fellow servant and of their brethren that have the testimony of Jesus. Worship the Most High. For the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy.
So the testimony of the Lord is the spirit of prophecy. So what makes us separate from all these other religions is we actually go into the Bible and give you the prophecies that have been written and break them down for you so you understand what this is talking about. You know America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles? It don't say that? Okay, well let's...
the Bible never said that. It said that.
Okay, okay. Okay,
But-
oh, no. Get, put that up. American version. Yeah, the Bible don't say that.
But it does say that the world going to be destroyed. Fire brimstone.
So it don't say that the world, it don't say that it's going to be destroyed by missiles.
Jesus said that it's going to be destroyed by fire.
Where the fire going to come from?
Look at Thessalonians.
Yeah, fire gonna rain down from heaven. Yeah, fire gonna rain down from heaven. That's right. You're right, bro. Fire is gonna rain down from heaven. But the Lord said He had come to send fire on earth. So the Lord gonna bring fire on earth, right? But He said, what will I if it already be kindled? So when the Lord comes back, the earth gonna already be on fire. Get that. You know where it's at?
But I'm saying though, all we know is that the world is made.
Nah, we know more than that. Yeah, the world gonna end, meaning the age is gonna end. The world it's different words it's different meanings for the word world. The eon, the Greek word for world is eon, which means age. The age is going to end, but the inhabitants of the earth are going to be refurbished. You know, you're gonna have the wicked gonna be the wicked, which is Esau, right? Gonna go into slavery.
God said, yeah, I hate Esau, Jacob I love.
Right. So He gonna set up the elect of these people to rule the earth, and we gonna bring righteousness back to the earth. Lord willing, we those men. So we up here as hopeful servants that we are the elect men of the Lord.
He's going to create a new heaven in you. He said a new heaven.
It's different words for the word heaven too.
So he says it's going to be a new.
You in a heaven right now. You know that, right? Yeah, you in the wicked's heaven.
But they never said.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
God never
Okay, Job 9 and 24.
I'm gonna come back and talk to you.
All right, yeah. Go have fun, man. You come back.
Yeah, we'll talk, man.
Yeah.
You want to break down a missile for him, huh?
Yeah, let them break down the missile for you.
Where's the missile? Where's the missile?
I got one.
Hey, what a sign that?
Go ahead. You got one? Go ahead. Whoever got one, get the sign.
I'm breaking it down. Check it out.
You want me to break it up? Huh?
So you got one?
I was holding one, yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, this.
Break down the missile ball right quick.
All right, go ahead.
NAB.
All right, this is Joel 2 and 3. Okay. All right. All right, say, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burning.
Joel was a major prophet. No, he wasn't. He's a major prophet. It was Joel was me.
He want to count the chapters.
Yeah.
No. We got Daniel. We have Daniel. We have Ezekiel.
You got Habakkuk. You got Isaiah.
All those are major prophets.
We got major prophets. We got 5 major prophets in the rest of my prophets.
Nah.
Major prophets. It said, and behind them a
Because
just
he's going to give you a major prophecy right now.
yeah, nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is the appearance of horses. As the horsemen shall they run. Like the noise of the chariots on the top of the mountain shall they leap.
Now you know how the Bible is written, right?
But Jesus,
Hold on.
that was God's
Alright.
But it's talking about the people taking it to
We're going to break it down.
Look, check this out.
So it's not
Look
talking
at
about
that. You know how a missile, you know when they shoot a missile, how can a missile come out? What it do?
So what if it's not talking about America, what is it talking about?
God is talking about, well, in Joel, what he's talking about is that God's people are going to be taken into captivity. And he's basically giving people power to have.
Where was his people taken into captivity?
They were taken to Babylonian captivity by the Chaldeans. Yeah.
Okay, and then where else though?
Well, after
The Assyrians before the Babylonians.
Yeah, Assyrians first.
Okay.
First. He takes Israel, and then for the southern kingdom, Judah, he takes in. He's gonna,
Babylon took the southern kingdom.
Yeah, Chaldeans did.
Okay, so then where they go then?
They actually were able to go back within 70 years. God said, "I'm allowing you to go 7 years. Go back.
Go back
to,
where?
To your land that I gave you, that I gave Jacob, and I gave Abraham, and I gave Isaac. So in 70 years, they're going to go back. It says it right. God's going to allow them to go back.
What captivity they going after the Babylonians?
So what?
What captivity they going after the Babylonians?
They're going to be captive. They're going to be captive.
They went into the Medo-Persian Empire.
Okay.
Because Daniel breaks down the 4 beasts. Hold on.
He allows them to go back though.
Daniel breaks down the 4 beasts, but they still went into captivity.
No, they did. But
right.
But Nehemiah goes back to build the walls.
Okay, let's get the point. Where do we go into captivity in modern times? No. We came into captivity in America from the western coast of Africa. Yeah, we fled in 70 AD. We fled into the western coast of Africa after the siege of Jerusalem by Titus and Vespasian. So you got to know some secular history to understand the prophecy. So we in captivity in America.
I mean, Jerusalem was burned to the ground. Jesus said that. Jesus said that it was going to happen, that Jerusalem was going to be burned to the ground.
Right.
And it did happen.
But we're talking about America, though. Right. So we went into captivity into America. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Go ahead, Oz. Let's get the scriptures.
Deuteronomy 28:68. It said, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again."
So when in the Bible is there an account of us going into slavery into Egypt by ships?
As an African American, as an African.
No, I'm saying where in the Bible is there an account of us going into the land of Egypt into slavery by ships? That's not. So that's a prophecy. Because when you go into Egypt, Egypt represents bondage. And when you look on the back of your dollar bill, you see the pyramids. You're in Memphis, Tennessee. That's named after the chief city.
It's the mark of the beast. I understand.
No, it's not the mark of the beast. Memphis is the chief city, a capital city in Egypt. And Memphis, Tennessee is named after the city in Egypt. So you're in Egypt right now. Go to Revelations 11 and 8. Go to Revelations 11 and 8.
It's Revelation 11 and 8.
Get Ecclesiastes 1.
Hey, Revelation 11:8. And that dead bodies should lie in the street of the gate of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and
It
Egypt.
say their dead bodies shall lie in the, read it again.
But a lot of that.
Hold on. Let scripture speak. Hold on.
It said, and that dead bodies should lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
That great city is America. All right. Spiritually, it's Sodom. What does America America promote? What's sodomy?
Sodom?
What's sodomy?
From Sodom and Gomorrah?
What is sodomy?
Sodomite, somebody people.
What is sodomy?
Oh, sodomy. We talking about.
No, sodomy is homosexuality. Sodomy is equate. You look the word up, it'll tell you what it is. But sodomy, you spoke about Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
Sodomy
That's
is
what
the
I'm saying.
word that
It
comes.
derives from
It
Sodom.
derives from
Yeah,
Sodom,
homosexuality.
which,
Yeah.
but sodomy is homosexuality.
Right, correct.
Back to my point being, what does America push throughout the earth?
They push a lot of gender.
Sodomy, homosexuality.
Yeah, they do.
Right, because if you do a research, right, if you look at all the nations on the face of the earth, all the countries on the face of the earth, homosexuality is promoted the most in America.
Right, correct.
Okay, so
Based on our law.
so America's not going to be destroyed. America, it's not talking about America in the Bible.
It's going to be not just America.
America's not Egypt.
Nah.
This is Jude 1 and
America's not Sodom.
Basically, it can be seen as Sodom, but
Spiritually. Get Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. Everything has a spirit. Everything has a spirit. What's the spirit in that car? The engine. Let's go. Get Ecclesiastes 1 and 9.
All right, Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
There's no new thing under the sun.
Sodom wrote that.
So, was America back then?
And was America back then? To God, and God, I side it was because God knows
Because it's
everything
a
before
spirit.
coming.
It's a spirit.
God before coming, He knew all that.
Get Nahum 3 and 1. Now Nahum, right? Book of Nahum. Where is being prophesied in Nahum? The instruction of what?
Of God's people being taken to captivity.
Actually, it's the destruction of Nineveh. So Nineveh was what?
Nineveh was like in the Middle East area over there in Mesopotamia.
Nineveh is the capital city of Assyria.
Right, so
Go ahead, Nahum 3 and 1.
Nahum 3 and 1, it says, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery.
How was America established? What was it built on?
it was built on slavery.
Keep reading.
It says, the prey departed not.
Start back.
Okay, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies
It was
and
all
robbery.
full of lies and robbery. So who was here before Christopher Columbus?
The natives were.
The natives was, right?
Correct.
So if they was here first,
Okay.
who land was it?
It was a native. They never.
How did they lose possession of it?
Through compact, through fire.
Read Nahum again. Read Nahum again.
Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not.
But he's not talking. What city he talking about? Though?
It's talking about right there in that account. The spirit of this book is prophecy.
Right, correct.
So
But the prophets.
the thing that hath been is the thing that shall be.
But the prophets all lead to Jesus. Everything from the Old Testament.
When Jesus come back, right?
Right.
What is he gonna do?
He's going to separate goats from the sheep.
How?
And Matthew 25, he says.
With what?
With
And
judgment.
what fashion is the Lord gonna come back?
He said we almost appear before him in judgment.
Is he gonna come back the way that he came 2,000 years ago?
No,
He say he say he's not gonna meet us as a man, right?
His testimony, he says he's going to come in the cloud of the sky.
Okay. Go back to Isaiah 66. We finna lead up to what I'm hitting on. The Lord gonna come back, right? But he not gonna come back as that lamb, right?
No, he's going to come back as a judge.
As that lion, right?
As a judge.
As a lion.
He is the judge.
But Jesus said
He was a judge then. He always been a judge.
Matthew 25 says, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna separate. He said, I'm allowed.
That's right, brother. I'm not disagreeing with you, but what I'm trying to extrapolate from you is the fashion that he's going to come back in.
Right.
Because we're talking about how America is going to be destroyed. We're talking about
So the
missiles.
whole
We're
world,
talking about
gonna be destroyed.
no, the whole world's not going to be destroyed. No,
But if you go in Revelation, he talks about the whole world being destroyed.
the whole world's not going to be destroyed. It's hey,
He says in that
hey,
day,
how many worlds is it? How many worlds is it?
only God knows.
Get the precept.
No, I'm saying only God knows.
I know it's right here. It's right
the
here.
world He created Earth.
It's right here.
It's
Get
God
that
created
in
it.
Hebrews
But only
about
God
the
knows. We
worlds.
don't know how many galaxies there are. Man, being real, we don't know. It could be different.
I ain't
galaxies.
say galaxies.
It could be other worlds.
How many worlds is it?
We get straight to the
It's-
point.
It's more than one. That's you said it's more than one world. That was I was go to. But we ain't gotta get that. Get Isaiah 66. It's more than one world. So the whole world, what he's talking about this world of wickedness.
That's correct.
Okay? The earth it said the earth abided forever. You got the scripture? Go ahead.
What is it about the village?
Nah, it's about the world.
This is 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
So you can break it down to them.
Alright, that word world refers to an era.
All right, but
The end of the era
But who was Ezra?
Esau.
But who was Ezra?
Who was Ezra?
Okay, where was
Like a time period. World. Like a time period.
We dealing with the world though.
I'm saying, but what was Ezra? That word came to Ezra. What was Ezra doing?
He was inquiring of the end.
No, it's not up. What I'm saying, Ezra, Nehemiah, all those guys were together. All those guys were together in bondage. They were actually being taken out from Babylon into.
He wanted to know when we was gonna get. He was asking the Lord, what's the parting asunder of the times? Hold on, Shema. He said, what? Your question was, what was Ezra's?
His disposition, his
What
job
was
was
his position? He was a prophet.
Right, he was a prophet.
Okay, so
but he wasn't. But he was mainly talking about it was to address the people that he was dealing with during that day.
no,
It wasn't.
no, it wasn't. It was Esau when he was ruling then. Esau, when did Esau come into power?
Esau was in way back in Genesis.
When did he come into power? Meaning, when did he get dominion over the earth? Get Job 9 and 24.
I mean, that's a figurative language.
That's not figurative. Esau is a man.
Right,
Who is his people?
Edom.
Edom.
Edomites.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is Edom today? Is it an actual people?
Keep going. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's bloodline from way back then. It has to be.
Hey man, real quick, let's break down who Edom is today. Y'all want to do that?
Edomites. Okay, so
No. Who though? Who is Edom today? Who are the Edomites? You an Israelite, right? You destroyed. We just showed you who your tribe is right there. You know, you gotta have ears to receive it. It's okay, he's good. Edification is beautiful though. Edification is beautiful though. Okay, so let's show him real quick who Edom was. Get Maccabees the first chapter.
But Edom's not. But that.
You want to know who Edom is?
Edom's not there anymore. God said, "I'm gonna destroy all of them." God said, "I'm gonna destroy all of them."
Which was a future prophecy.
Come on, let's break it down,
The
bro.
Jebusites.
If you listen, we gonna break it down for you.
I'm gonna utterly destroy all those people. I mean, and when Moses was bringing those children of Israel
Hey,
out
get
of the land,
that.
when he told them
He say that there's no end to all the people.
No, but God said, I want you to utterly destroy them. The problem was that his people did not utterly destroy them.
You talking about history. We talking about future prophets. You talking about prophets already coming to pass.
But
Look, listen. The prophets are still here today, and they have to prophesy to you the coming of things to come. Those prophets, you talking about the things they already prophesied that came to pass. You need to hear the prophecies of things that's coming now.
But the prophets were only leading to Christ. That was it. I mean, God stopped talking to me.
Okay, get.
God stopped talking to me in Malachi.
Hold on. Okay.
For 400 years.
Hold on.
And then Jesus
You gotta give us some scriptures.
Hold on, because you're going a lot of places.
No,
And you
no.
see, hold on. You're not letting us give you the scriptures. You're a Christian. Respect the word. Okay, because you're saying a lot, but you're not proving it. Get Matthew. Excuse me for being so authoritative.
No, it's cool, man.
Get Matthew what the Lord say. Matthew 5. Matthew 5. You said it was all leading up to the Lord, right?
Correct.
We're going to tell you what the Lord said out of his own mouth. Get Matthew 5.
The whole Bible is about Jesus from the beginning.
That's correct.
If you go from the beginning,
That's correct.
You start with the Father.
You're trying to get away from the prophets.
No, no, I ain't trying. No.
Yeah, you are. You said all the prophets is leading up to Jesus. Well,
It is.
What was Jesus?
Huh?
What was Jesus?
Jesus was there when the world was.
What was he? Listen to the question. What was he?
What was he? Now, he is the Son of God.
Okay. Was he not a prophet? That's why you can't get it. Does he stuff? He wasn't a prophet.
No. Okay.
Get Revelations 19 and 10. Get Revelations. See, the scriptures is destroying you, brother. Get Revelations 19 and 10. Get Revelations 19 and 10. So the Lord wasn't a prophet. What does the word?
Can you go to?
What does the word prophet? What does the word?
But you
Hold
go to
hold on, brother. You got no patience. You got no patience, man. You know too much already.
But I let you do all the time. But you want.
Yeah, you supposed to. You supposed to. You supposed to. But you're not letting the scriptures come out because I'm not really trying to talk. I'm trying to let the scriptures come out and destroy that stronghold you got on you. You just made a blasphemous statement saying that the Lord is not a prophet. Get Revelations 19. What does a prophet and what does a prophet do?
Prophet is someone that actually foretells what's going to happen.
So a person that speaks before it happens, right?
Right, correct.
So you said Jesus Christ is not a prophet. Do we have you on record confirm? Do we have you on record confirming that? Do we have you on record?
He's prophetic telling what's going to happen. I can agree with you saying that God that he's prophetically going to tell what's going to happen.
Is he a prophet? Yes or no? Let your yea be yea and your nay be nay, man.
Like that. Hey,
Is the Lord a prophet? Get Revelation 19:10. We ain't gonna wait on. We ain't gonna wait on. Get a Revelation. Who got it? Who got it?
Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren, that have the testimony of Jesus. Worship God, for the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy.
I mean, I understand it.
No, I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Because you understood that the statement that you made, you would have never made that.
But I mean,
Hold on. Get Matthew. You said go to Matthew 24, right?
no, I said Matthew chapter 18.
Okay. Go to Matthew 18.
Started.
What you want? Now we're gonna let you teach for a second.
Let's go to Matthew.
This is always what it's about.
And
You gotta be taught.
Verse 14.
Now why are we going here? Why you want to go to Matthew 18? What you teaching us from Matthew 18, bro? What's your name, by the way?
He got a good view right of all the kind of stuff. Yeah.
Matter of fact, we'll let you read it. Benjamin. You let him, whatever he's trying to, let him bring it out. What do you want to bring out? Let him bring
Sorry,
it
I
out.
apologize. Matthew chapter 16.
Matthew chapter 16.
Okay. Let's go to
Now go ahead. Go. You go there.
verse 14. Matthew 16, verse 14. We started, as a matter of fact, we started 13. And the reason why I didn't say Jesus was a prophet.
Because you ain't know no better.
Okay.
Because
Matthew
you
16,
was ignorant of that fact.
13. Yeah, I apologize. It says when Jesus came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, he said, who do men say that I am? And some say that you are John the Baptist. Some say Elijah. Others, Jeremiah, or one of the what? Prophets, right. But then he said unto them, but who do you say that I am? And Simon Peter answered and said, Thou art Christ, the Son of the living God. My Father has in heaven. And I say the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. It will give, he says, and I will give thee the keys unto the kingdom of heaven. Whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall bind in heaven. And whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven.
So you saying this gonna
No, let him say what he's saying, but I'm trying to figure out what he's saying. Let him say what he's saying. I'm trying to figure out what he's saying. You know what he's saying? Okay, wait. I'm trying to figure out what he's saying.
What he said,
Let him say it though. Let him say it though.
Peter, he said, you said it right. He said, you are the Son of God.
He never said he wasn't the Son of God.
The Son of God. He said, but
He never said he never. We agree. We agree on that.
But then he said something really important. He said, I'm gonna build my church. The first time he ever used the word church in the Bible, other than the Moses. But he said, I'm gonna build my church. And he said, the very gates of hell should not prevail against him. So why would you just say church? I mean, what does church mean?
What does church mean?
Yeah.
Give 1 Corinthians.
Church means kingdom.
No,
So he says,
no.
Church and kingdom are connected.
No, that's wrong.
church goes back to the people of
Ecclesiastes called out, right? It's called out. People that are called
Actually,
out.
it means the called out ones.
Right, called out. That's correct. That's correct.
So who is the church?
The ones that follow Christ.
Who can follow Christ?
The ones that believe in His word.
Who can believe?
The one according to Scripture. According to
Who
Torah.
can believe?
But everything.
Who are the called out ones?
The ones that follow His, obey His word.
Alright,
Because
go right back to Jeremiah.
you're telling me prophets, but only about it,
Go
all
ahead,
those
Al.
prophecies were all leading up to Christ.
All right, okay. We hear
You said
you.
you said I can teach, right?
We
So
hear,
when
but
Jesus
you
died on
teaching
the
in
cross-
error.
No,
You teaching in error.
no, when Jesus
First
died
you
on
said the
cross-
word church mean kingdom. That was one strike.
It is.
No, it
Same
doesn't.
thing. But
It's
when
not
Jesus-
the same thing.
We
No.
just broke down
No.
what that means.
But when Jesus died on the cross, all that was beforehand was all done away with.
Get that wrong.
So
Matthew 5.
everything-
Back to my original scripture. Matthew 5, Baba Kusha.
All right, Matthew 5 and 17.
Got that wrong out.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Think
or the
not that I
prophets.
have come to destroy what?
The law or the
That's
prophets.
red print.
He said, I'm
So who that's speaking? Who that's speaking right there?
Jesus.
Okay, read it again.
But he says, I
Think
Read it again.
not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but
Where's the law? Where's the law? Where's the law?
Moses was given by Moses.
In the Old Testament, right?
Right, correct. Deuteronomy.
So he did away with what?
He's going to do away with it. He says, I'm fulfilled.
You said
Jesus lived the law.
hold on.
Only
So
one
you
person
said
did.
so you said he did away with the law, right?
Correct. On the cross.
Give Baruch 4 and 1. Keep reading that.
On the cross.
No,
all
he
that was
didn't.
done
He
away
just
with.
said,
think
think
not,
not.
that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Right.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Romans 6 and 15. Hold Romans 6 and 15. Baruch 4 and 1. We got plenty of cuts for you, brother.
But that's all
For
before the
verily
cross.
I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass,
None of this.
one jot or one tittle
Will not.
shall in no wise
Will
pass from the law,
Right.
till all be
All
fulfilled.
fulfilled. All right.
So has all been fulfilled?
The law was fulfilled after when
Just
Jesus.
lie.
Jesus
Get Hebrew. Get
the
go
law.
Jeremiah.
The law is fulfilled.
Bro, you need to be quiet. You because you talking, but you not your words not lining up with the scriptures, man.
No.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. The law has not been fulfilled. Because the law that he made, the new covenant, what's the new covenant? What's the new covenant?
Go to Acts, chapter Acts.
No, it's not there. What's the new covenant? What's the new covenant?
The covenant is the doctrine of the doctrine.
All right, okay, now we finna give it to you because you don't know. No, you don't know. 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 No.
How many days
No, no, no,
did
no,
Jesus
no. You
spend
can
on
ask me after we get it for you. You can ask it after we give you the reproof.
Jeremiah 31.
Get Jeremiah 31 and get Hebrews 8. Whoever got the first one first.
This is Hebrews 8 and
A deaf man.
7. For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah.
Wait for it.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to
walked
lead them
into
out
the
of the
wilderness.
hand of Egypt,
To the wilderness.
because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord.
Because they were stiff-necked.
For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel.
So my question to you was, sir, what is the new covenant? What are you finna say?
The new covenant is found in Acts chapter
All right,
1.
all right, good.
The new
Okay,
covenant-
all right, okay. According to you. Now,
No, not according to me.
yeah,
It's
according to
the
you,
word.
what
I'm
you
giving
finna
you
break
scripture.
down. Okay, we're gonna let you get that scripture. But that's not where it's at.
But you keep jumping. You keep
Hold
jumping.
on, I'm at the same topic. We're still talking about the law.
Okay, yes, sir.
You guys, sir, just calm down. Let us get the scripture. New covenant. I'm speaking with authority, just like the Lord. He had the voice of many rivers. He spoke from the ship to the shore.
No, he spoke.
Go ahead,
he
go ahead,
spoke
go
by
ahead.
the- He spoke
Go
by-
ahead. He
he
didn't
spoke
speak
by
like
river.
he didn't speak like
He
this
spoke by
man.
the sea, so
Go ahead,
so
go
his
ahead,
voice
go ahead,
actually-
It says,
Go ahead, go ahead.
For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord.
This is the covenant. This is the covenant.
I will put my laws.
What?
in his mouth.
I will put my laws.
What?
In his mouth.
I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts.
Right.
And I will be.
But yet
to
this
them
man
a
say
God.
right. But yet he say right. But you in one tongue a few minutes ago you just said the law done away with. So if the law done away with, get Baruch 4:1 right now.
Can I read the law?
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
This Baruch.
Okay.
This Baruch.
You gonna finish it. You gonna finish it. You gonna finish it. Because the law done away with, right? So I don't know how you gonna put the laws in. I don't know how you gonna put laws in us if they done away with. But let's go ahead.
This is Baruch 4:1. It says, "This is the book of the commandments of the Most High."
This is the book. This whole book is the book.
No.
This whole book is the book. Go ahead.
And the law that endures forever.
And the law that what?
Endures forever.
What do forever mean? Keep going. Yeah, let him finish. Let him finish. This what happens. This what happens. This what happens when you don't have the law. Go ahead.
All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
The dead bodies shall lie in the street.
That's right.
Hey, but the law, Jesus is the law. Jesus came. If you go all the way back to Genesis,
Just accept it, bro.
if you go back to Genesis, Jesus was the law.
Fight, man. You fight for
Jesus
that.
was the law.
Preach it
was
out.
Jesus and God was there at the beginning of time. Jesus actually going to lead. Jesus,
They ain't got
he
the
talks
ears,
about. He said,
man.
"I'm the one that fed you, man."
So that means, so he the law, so he done away with then, right? Hold on. He the law. He the law. He done away with,
He
right?
came to fulfill it. He said he shall fulfill it on the cross. But let's give me 1 minute. 1 minute.
Well, we could give you an eternity if you don't come out to the church house. You finished.
No. Hey, okay. Hey, I'm finna go in.
If you don't come out the kingdom of the wicked,
I'm finna come in.
you finished.
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Give me out. And then we'll thumbs up, thumbs down. We'll dap it up. But it says in Acts chapter 1. The reason why Acts was written,
Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
the reason why Acts was written,
Isaiah 8:20.
the reason why Acts was written because of the Acts of the Apostles. The Acts of the Apostles was actually written because the Apostles was these 12 men / Judas, now 11, that Jesus handpicked to bring forth this new message. All right, to do away with the old
It wasn't
covenant.
no new message.
You have Old
It wasn't
Testament.
no new
You
message.
got two testaments. What does the word testament mean?
What is the word testament?
What does testament mean? It's a covenant between God and man.
Yeah,
So you got an
but-
Old Testament.
but-
listen. No, give me a minute.
All right,
you
go
have
ahead,
an
go
Old
ahead, go
Testament.
ahead,
And you have a New Testament. So the Old Testament is God dealing with man, hands on. All right. He said, like you said, and you read it yourself. He said, I walk with him. He said, I talk with him. He said, I broke things down to him. I told him what's going to come. But the New Testament is God now revealed to us through a new covenant with man through his son Jesus. And so what you see is
So you saying Jesus is not in the Old Testament?
Jesus is prophecy about Jesus is in the Old Testament. Go to Acts.
So what's the new? What's the?
If
So
you go-
what's the new?
go-
What's new about it?
go-
Go read your
if you
Acts
go,
real quick.
yeah, I'll read that. We go to Deuteronomy chapter 18.
No, go ahead. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
All right.
Let him go.
How many
let's wait
days
for it.
did Jesus spend on earth explaining about what's about to happen. How many days he spent on earth? I mean, he's been resurrected from the dead. How many days did Jesus spend on earth?
33 years.
No, he did not. No. He spent 40 days and 40 nights. Even they.
Hey, you said how many days did the Lord spend on earth?
Yes.
40 days and 40 nights?
After he was resurrected. Go to the book of Acts.
Yeah, you didn't say that though.
After he was
You
resurrected.
didn't say that though.
Listen.
You didn't say that though.
Listen,
We have to teach, brother.
Listen.
We have to teach now.
All right, here we go. He says right here. He says, until the day in which he has taken.
How long was he on earth?
You gotta
Okay.
let me, hey, you gotta give me a
I'm
minute.
listening. I'm
You
listening.
Keep butting in.
I'm listening.
All right, he
Just
said
like you
until
was
the day
doing.
in which he said he was taken up after the Holy Ghost had given
This is the
commandments.
best picture y'all got right here.
All right, here we go.
I mean, that's a great picture.
Through the Holy Ghost had given, notice, he says, given commandments unto the apostles, unto whom he chose. So he's giving them commandments.
What
Jesus came on
nationality
earth-
was the apostles?
Huh? No. I already
What
know.
were that? What were they?
They were all from that region. They were from the Middle Eastern region.
A region.
Asian
Okay,
region.
a region is not a nationality. But go ahead,
All
brother.
right, hey, so he had 11 apostles that he literally had. He had 12.
And what
11
were all their nationalities?
we don't have to worry about that right now. All we're dealing with is what's in black and white right now. All right, so verse 3 says, to whom also he showed himself alive. Remember, he died on the cross. But now he's come back as alive, and he says, after his passion, many infallible proofs.
Preach the cause.
He said 40 days speaking to them pertaining to the kingdom of God.
Okay.
All right. So 40 days he spent teaching them after he actually been resurrected from the dead. Now, would you believe a dead man that came from would you believe a man that's dead and is giving prophecy? Or would you believe a dead man that's came back and it to tell you, hey, this is what's gonna happen. This is what I'm building.
Hold on.
Would you believe it?
You said he wasn't a prophet, but he was telling he came back just to tell them what was gonna happen.
Okay. No, what he was
Hey,
building.
bro, you got a lot
he's
of offenses,
building
bro.
He's building his kingdom.
You got a
Listen,
lot of offenses, bro, and you
All
still
right.
trying to teach.
he says, and being assembled together with them, commanded them that they should not depart from Jerusalem, but wait for the promise of the Father, which he said unto you, have been heard of me. He said, for John truly baptized with water, but you shall be baptized with the Holy Ghost not many days henceforth. And he says,
Anybody
well,
else want to deal with this guy can deal with him. I'm kind of done. I mean, anybody else want to go back and forth with you, they can.
Yes, sir.
I've been talking a little long. I'm gonna let these brothers get
No, what I'm saying is that Jesus came for one reason, to save all mankind. He said,
Like Big Matthew 1.
he said, I came to
All right, listen now.
He said,
Now
I
he-
want
he-
all mankind
okay.
himself. He said, I don't want nobody
Okay,
himself.
you hear the woes back there?
Yeah.
Because you just made a blasphemous statement.
But John 12.
Okay,
verse 48
okay,
says
so
what?
debate. Okay, hold on.
Jesus
Debate,
said
right?
he that
Hold on,
believe-
you that like when you say something, if it's not right in our eyes, we have the right to rebuttal, right?
Yes, sir.
So we're not just gonna sit up here and agree with what you gonna say just because you said it.
But we letting the word fall where it
Okay, so
falls.
so let's let the word fall where it falls.
Okay, so
now
John
your
12.
statement, what you just made was that the Lord came to save who?
Everyone.
Hey, this Matthew,
He
this
came to save
Matthew
everyone.
1 and 21. That's the spirit I'm holding.
Now you got a dialogue. Now you got to deal with the rebuttal. Now you got to deal with the rebuttal.
He
just said
Now
he
you got to
said
deal with
all
the
people.
rebuttal.
He said, I suffer no one to perish. He said, Peter said, he said,
Go ahead,
I'll
Matthew 1 and 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins.
Okay, his people are the ones that actually believe in him and actually are baptized into him. All right.
His people, 2 and 6. Go break
Matthew
down
2 and 6. And thou,
Just keep reading
Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of these shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel.
Woo! Who is people?
Israel.
right here.
Everybody.
Not all. I don't see all in here. My people Israel.
I know it says that.
Acts 5 and 29 through 31. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we are to obey God
rather than men. The God of our fathers raised up Jesus, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. Him hath God exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins.
He's not
We get forgiveness every Yom Kippur. The slate is white.
Hey, keep getting the scriptures, man. Keep getting the scriptures. Go out, go out.
I got Romans. You got it.
Isaiah 42 and 11. Isaiah 42 and 17. They shall be turned back. They shall be greatly ashamed that trust in graven images. That say to the molten images, ye are Isaiah 40 and 17. Says all nations before him.
Hey, I'm gonna talk some more. Oh, yeah, you good, bro. Appreciate the edification, bro. You show us how Christians get down. We appreciate this.
Yeah, remember, you're not a Christian, man.
Hey, when were the disciples first called Christians? When was the term Christian first put on Jesus and the disciples?
In Antioch.
Okay, why was they calling them Christians?
Because they were acting Christ-like. And they
they was calling them Christians because they was making mockery of them.
No, they were first called
they were calling them Christians. They were making mockery of the disciples because they was following the Lord everywhere he went. So it was not. What does Christian mean? What does Christian mean?
Follow Christ.
No.
I am.
No. What does Christ mean? What does Christ mean?
Christ means every sense.
No. Christ, now we're going to tell you what Christ means. So we know they don't teach you this in church. Christ goes back to the Greek word Christos, which means anointed.
Right. Anointed one from God.
How many anointings are there?
There's only one.
All right, have a nice day. So who is the church?
Huh?
Who is the church?
The church that Jesus came and found.
What does anointed mean?
To be anointed?
What does anoint? What is the word? Hey, anybody out here listening, what does the word anointed mean? Anybody?
To be anointed by the Lord.
What does the word anointed mean? Anybody?
It depends on how you use it.
You got a phone, you can look it up.
I know what it means.
What it mean?
I mean, like I said, things have been.
Hey, get the scripture where it says, many are called, but few are chosen.
That's correct.
You got it, whoever got it, get it.
You got it, bro.
Whoever got it, get it. Bro, you have to, hey bro, you got a proud spirit, man. And that's what Christians got. You don't know, and you ain't said it not one time.
Hey, John 15 and 16. Ye have
Okay, come on. It's okay, he can go down the street. That's okay, he can go down the street. We still gonna tell it to the camera what it means. No, we know what anointed means. He didn't know, but I wanted to get that scripture. Yeah, I think it's in, what is it? It's in Matthew, ain't it? Yeah.
22 and 14.
Yeah, Matthew.
Let it go, man. He got set in his mind where he believed was right.
Yeah,
and he ain't letting it go.
Man's goings of the Lord.
He got to come back, redeem himself.
She like, hell no, I don't go back down there no more. She was even looking, she knew he was getting cut.
This is Matthew 22 and 14. For many are called, but few are chosen.
For many are called, but few are anointed. The called out ones, the church is called out. Few are anointed. These Christians easy, man. They don't know nothing, man.
Damn proud, huh?
He got cut 3 times and still trying to teach.
Damn proud. Didn't want to let go.
Oh, the law done away with it. See how he cut himself? But Jesus is the law. I said, so Jesus done away with?
Hey, not one said he didn't know.
Not one say he didn't know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What?
Yeah, but.
Yeah, but.
Yays be your yays.
Nay be your nay.
With half-ass agreeing with certain saying on contrary shit.
Yup.
That's what the conjunction but is.
But.
It's a contradictory conjunction. You can't agree with someone and say but and expect to be on the same page.
Yeah. Like
you
you
need to go back to
said,
grammar school.
like you said, but make it seem like, yeah, I'm agreeing with you though.
Right.
After you just made a blatant contradiction, you come back and say, but after we read the scriptures and tell you, come on, man.
Speaking of butt, I got a quick precept for
Go ahead, bro.
For him and the rest of these Christians out here.
Come on, man.
This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He's figuratively speaking. Well, let's let him hear. Let's hear him figuratively speak again. Matthew 10:5 and 6. He's figuratively speaking. So you can justify that weak ass Christian doctrine, man. That shit played out, man. That shit over with, man.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded
Read it
them.
verbatim, man. Read it verbatim for these Christians, man.
These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's right. Figuratively. No, literally. It's literal, brother. And that's what discernment comes in. To understand the stumbling blocks that the Lord put out there. The Lord put certain parables out there. You know, get Matthew 13, 9 and 10. Because if the Lord came for everybody, he would have just plain and straight up said throughout the whole scripture that I came for everybody. Whoever.
That's why I hold it John 17 and 9.
You get that too. But let him get the Matthew. Go ahead when we got the Matthew.
This is Matthew 13 and 9. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, But it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
And that's why I kept asking him. I said, who were the apostles? What were they nationality? They were from that region. No, what was their nationality? They were, that don't matter.
We're from the United States region.
Yeah, we're not American. Come on, man.
It says, but to them it is not given.
Unto them, meaning to the non-Israelites, salvation is not given. To the others, the other people who also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing. Yeah, I mean, he might be the mourner, I don't know. I think that was the point, though. Woo!
This is St. John 17 and 9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world.
I love the world, but I'm not going to pray. Hold on. And he said, I love the world, but I pray not for the world. Is the Lord a hypocrite? Is the Lord the author of confusion? He said, I love the world, but I pray not for the world. So the question is, what's up with this world he's talking about? One world he loves so much, and one world he say, I ain't even gonna pray for them. Go ahead, bro. That's why he spoke in parables.
I pray for them. I pray not for the world. But for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine.
Anointed ones. Those the anointed ones.
The anointed ones.
The chosen ones. The elect. The Lord.
I just want to make this quick point. These are the few men that understand it here in Memphis, man.
That's right.
Because this word has been out here for a few years now, here in Memphis. You still see docile people walking around, man. Don't take this lightly, man. The Spirit of the Lord is right here.
Right,
it's not anywhere else. And it's manifesting itself that the Lord is dealing with us. Get excited about this thing, man. We're at the end.
Right.
Right.
All right, you said 119 and 55. 155, okay. Salvation, this is Psalms 119 and 155. Salvation is far from the wicked.
Salvation is far from the wicked. But the Lord come and save everybody. Say it again now.
Salvation is far from the wicked, for they seek not thy statutes.
Hey, give Malachi. Give Malachi so we can identify that wicked. Let's identify that wicked.
Let's seek not that statutes. Hey, what Psalms 50 and 16 say?
What hast thou done to declare my statutes? See that thou hatest instruction. Hold on now.
I got one.
Malachi 4. Is it Malachi 4 when we talk about the border of wickedness?
Malachi 1 and 4.
1 and 4. 1 and 4.
Alright, Malachi 1 and 4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Indignation means a righteous anger, a justified fury, man.
And the border of wickedness is the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, the adversary.
That's so funny because these Christians want to make a doctrine on emotion. They say, don't get mad, you can't hate.
Right.
Explain the word indignation. That'll break a Christian's mind. You say a righteous anger. You know, you quote that song that King David wrote, I hate them which hate thee, O Lord, with a perfect hatred. The Most High is angry with the sinner every day. I mean, it's plain, man.
He cut himself so many times. He went back and forth. His whole tongue fell upon himself, man. So many times.
Yeah, the scriptures, here's something for you Christians. The scriptures are filled with paradoxes, not oxymorons. A paradox is something that seems contradictory, but has, on a deeper level, makes sense.
And to put it to him is really stumbling blocks.
Yeah, kind of.
It's filled with stumbling blocks. Hey, but the Lord said that so that they might not bow down their backs all the way. He has become a stumbling block to them because he want to be a stumbling block to the rejects. He spoke like that to be a stumbling block to the rejects, man.
And a chief cornerstone to the anointed.
And to the anointed. To the chosen. To the real Christians.
He said the mysteries are given unto you.
All right, this Psalms 147 and 19, it says, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
So hey, the Lord ain't dealing with everybody. The Lord dealing with specific people within Israel. Within Israel, he ain't dealing with all Israel. He said it in the Romans. Right? All Israel not of Israel.
Yep.
Because the Lord man is dealing with the elect on this side. 1/3 of the house of Israel. We know, according to the scripture, 2/3 gonna be cut off.
You trying to find something?
Yeah, I was trying to find where it say plainly to the 12 tribes of Israel. But I mean, we know it's many scriptures. He finished, man. He finished, man.
Too proud.
He finished, man.
He think he already got it.
This is one of the epistles Paul wrote, isn't it? To the 12 tribes.
Yeah, I was looking for it, man. It said plainly somewhere.
James
man.
1:1.
Nah, it was one I was talking about was in Acts. I can't remember where it's at right now, though. But you can read that up. You can read that.
All right. This is James chapter 1, verse 1. James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greeting. So the book of James isn't for you Christians. It's only for the 12 tribes. So don't read anything out of there and apply it to any of these fucking heathen, man. So I'm tired of you getting our stones and trying to cast it to these fucking low-level dirtbags, man.
That's right.
This is for the holy men of Israel only.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
We're getting back our jewels, man. That gold, those rubies, first on a spiritual level, then on a physical level.
So with that, brother edified. Once again, we'll give all honor and glory to him.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, B'Kakadash.
Say double honor to our elders, Israel. This is a blessing, salutation for us to let before we're putting this down. Salvation, the next time, get a
Abad Babal!
Abad Babal!
Abad Adawamyam!
Abad Adawamyam!
Abad Yum Yum!
Abad Yum Yum!
hey, how about Shema Shabbat Thumb? Shalom.
Shalom.
Good, man.